What's going on, LSG fam? Welcome back to another episode of the LSG Podcast, your favorite podcast for anything and everything in pop culture. My name is Jet, alongside the boys, as always. We got John, Cody, and J-Mac.
Boys.
I tried, everybody. I tried to get Andrea, but she
did indeed.
She wasn't feeling me yet. So
almost though.
Almost.
-1. It was almost -2. We got a great episode for you guys today. We're gonna do our what we watches in the news. I actually have quite a few, and then the usuals. That was the finale of the studio, right? Episode 10. I felt like
all the studio. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we had two finales. Studio, we'll wrap that up, and then The Last of Us.
Cody's gonna watch that in the background while we're doing the pod right now.
Did I?
Should I? It's crazy. See if you can
catch up.
Catch up.
40 minutes.
It's an hour. Oh no, it's 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So we'll see if he can work some magic. But yeah, LFG starts with the news. There is a bunch. I mean, a bunch. We have delays. We have announcements. Studios trying to get games to come back. We got all types of stuff this week. We're going to get into all of that. Starting with J-Mac.
Usually I would kick it to Cody, and I really did want to kick it to Cody.
Oh, you want to kick it to me?
Some homework to do it.
Nah, I can do both.
Oh shit! Cody taking on some dual responsibility. All right, well then when Cody brings up the news, we get right into it.
That is so fucking stupid.
Cody's gonna be live reacting. So if you guys are watching this and he's like, "Oh shit," you know.
Damn, I'm gonna say
he's reading it. I don't know. So.
All right, is it just this first part? Oh, it's just this?
Yeah, mine is just 10.
Okay.
Just read the news, J-Mac.
All right. I'm about to start the episode. I gotta find it. It's the last episode. Hold on, let me click the episode first.
You're so goofy.
It's just as soon as I can say. Should I stream that?
You will never see this on any other podcast, by the way.
Nah, we different around here.
All right.
You can go watch.
I'm saying that in a positive light.
Yeah, for sure. That's we're not mediocre around here, man.
Alone.
And I'm leaving this all in here. So if you're seeing all of this, drop a like for it right now.
Wow. I'm on the mind say you shouldn't cut anything.
Damn. Hey, we used to do these podcasts like just straight up. Like I was like, I'm not editing nothing. I don't feel like doing it. And Angel respected that. He was like, hey, it looks like you guys don't do no edits.
Started. All right. So let's get into the news. This weekend is the best Memorial Day weekend ever at the domestic box office. Movies have earned an overall $322 million plus through the 4-day weekend. That's insane.
That is insane. Ever.
That's a lot of money.
Like, ever? Crazy.
Where is it? I need to fact check something. Don't go to the next one. Hold on.
I won't, because I forgot.
It's that bottom right movie.
You got Stitch, Mission Impossible, Sinners is still going strong. Mm-hmm. And then, I was about to say Resident Evil for some reason.
Oh,
Final Destination.
I don't know why I didn't think of that yet.
Yeah. So
it's kind of crazy.
Okay, so yeah, I had to fact check that real quick, because last year the Memorial Day was horrible. I think it was the worst.
Wow.
Because you guys remember Furiosa came out.
Oh, they didn't put no respect on that name.
Yeah.
Damn.
Dang. Yeah. And y'all were just saying how movies are bad now. Like
who the fuck said that?
What the fuck said that?
Anyways, the live action Lilo and Stitch remake has already earned more than the animated movie. The film opened to $341.7 million globally. That's insane.
It's crazy, but it's not. I mean,
yeah, because I started thinking like, because fans, they're gonna go watch it, and it makes more sense now.
Yeah.
Back then, nobody really knew.
Yeah.
So okay, Lilo and Stitch. Okay. A woman in Argentina was injured after a piece of the movie theater roof fell on her during a screening of Final Destination. I would never go to a Final Destination movie again. The piece managed not to hit her head as she was slightly tilted on the armrest. Wow.
Yeah, insane. Crazy. She had her daughter with her. I think it was her daughter right next to her in the seat next to her. So it's insane. Like shit could have gone really wrong. But for it to be in Final Destination and something like that happens, that's crazy. That is crazy.
Why not during those Lilo and Stitch? It has to be fucking.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah, that's wild. I'm scared for my life.
Wild.
Damn.
Tom Cruise gifted Palm Clemente.
Yeah.
That was a bad
skydiving lessons as a wrap gift for Mission Impossible 8. She's now skydived 233 times total. That's insane.
That is crazy.
He joined her for one session and they jumped 9 times together. Afterward, he flew his own plane again. I'm like, what are they doing?
Fuck out of
gangster.
here, yo.
That's gangster. Showing up to your own skydiving with your own plane
know,
and then
right?
leaving.
That's
Like,
cool,
what?
but it's like, let's skydive. All right, let's do it again.
Let's
Let's
go.
do it again.
You ready?
And then the crazy part is one session to me would be one jump. No, one session is 9 jumps over here. That's wild.
Oh,
That's crazy.
God.
They jumped out of a plane 9 times that day. That's
Mantis, huh?
is it?
is it?
I think that's Mantis.
I think you might be right. That name does sound.
I think so,
familiar.
right? Yeah.
Let's find that out.
It sure is. It sure is. Yeah, crazy. Man,
That's
What a
like
day.
230 times?
Yeah,
233
233
on her
That's
own.
crazy on her
Yeah.
own.
Yeah, that's
She was in Killer's Game.
yes, she was. Horrible movie, by the way.
Really?
I don't know if I ever brought that up on the pod, but yeah.
I was gonna say I don't know if you did either because
No, yeah.
Like,
I was
I don't-
excited to watch that. Trailer was great. Like that premise was great. But no, it just didn't. It didn't.
she was in Uncut Gems.
I don't
Oh,
remember her in
that.
there.
Me neither.
All right.
Yeah. Shout out Mantis.
Nicktoons has been replaced by Nick SpongeBob today. What? The channel will air SpongeBob SquarePants all summer long.
All summer.
Listen,
All summer.
I'm not mad at that, but what else was airing on Nicktoons?
Yeah, I was like, I feel like they do that anyways.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
always
even know.
SpongeBob
That's like
every
the,
time
that's
I
the
put it
backup
on.
network. So I don't know.
Yeah, so I mean,
That is cool.
Nicktoons back in the day was fire. I think I talked about it on here. They used to have marathons of Avatar. It was just straight fucking Avatar through the seasons. That was a great channel back in the day. That's crazy though. All summer, that's some nut shit.
All summer.
Jesse about to be sick when he realized he ain't the daddy. Star Wars Battlefront 2 broke its all-time concurrent player count on Steam today. The game is 8 years old and has not been updated for the past 5. Bro, that's the trend. That's the trend working.
That's the trend. Yeah.
It's kind of crazy because if
I
we
didn't-
get go ahead, go ahead.
I didn't
No,
put this in
go
the
ahead.
news, but the developers they
I
want to
have
make
it.
the 3. Okay, well, then there you
Yeah,
go.
I
Stay
have
tuned.
it.
Stay tuned.
That's W's. That's W's. I see. It just takes everybody to speak up.
It's
Every
crazy.
time
gotta
you guys talk about this game, it just gets popping. Like, what the fuck?
No, for some reason, like people just start playing it. Like they're just like, all right, we're going back on Battlefront.
Yeah.
All right, let's do
They
it.
updated it though, and it's not a grind anymore. Like you could have all the characters pretty quick. I think from what I heard. So
Hmm.
yeah.
It's just
Like,
amazing.
from
Oh,
when
go
we
ahead.
played it. I'm sorry. From
Yeah,
when
yeah.
we
Yeah,
played it.
because it says from 5
Yeah.
years. It hasn't been
Really?
updated.
Yeah, it was a recent update. It was a recent update. So
I was gonna say, it
Yeah.
amazes me that the servers are still up for
Casey.
this long.
Mhm.
Casey, boy, he about to have
Casey.
a field day.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all,
We might
hey,
have-
when I
bro.
said that, bro, y'all was like, nah,
I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Man,
Come on,
niggas
come
talking
on.
crazy now.
I'm just saying.
Casey
bruh.
been trying to put y'all on.
Bruh. We trying to get Battlefront 3. That's all.
Sony has announced an end to its PlayStation Stars loyalty program. What? Less than 3 years after its launch? What happened?
That's
What
insane.
happened to my points?
Bro, I
yeah,
was
for those
getting
not
bank.
familiar, every time you make a purchase in PlayStation, you would get rewards points back, and which in turn you could use it on like little collectibles, but that's not what you use it on. You use it to get money back, and you can PlayStation Store money. So, but yeah, I got a little bit of
damn.
details on this. The rewards program no longer accepts new members as of today. Today being what is this? The 25th of May. So if you weren't already in the program, you can no longer get in. You will, if you leave the program, you will be unable to rejoin, and then your rewards points will be permanently deleted upon cancellation. Otherwise, all existing members will continue to be able to earn points until July 23rd of this year. So you guys have until July 23rd to keep racking up those points, and then make sure you use them before November 3rd. So July 23rd is if you're going to spend money on the PlayStation Store, do it now until July 23rd, and then don't forget to spend your points on November 3rd because that's when they will expire of next year, 2026. Sorry, November 3rd, 2026. You got some time if you want to save those points, but not to accumulate them. But in saying that this is going away, I don't get it. They did say, and this might be just like PR talk. I think it was like the CEO said something about they're just looking at other ways to revamp or maybe think about other programs. But that might be just like I said, some what is it, business talk. They might not be doing anything. So.
Hell yeah, that sounds like business talk.
Yeah. So it sucks. It sucks because that was just like free money. You know, hey, we'll give you money. You guys give us money back, and we'll put it right back into your business. Like what the hell, into the company?
Literally.
It's insane. So wild. These
Nice.
live reactions going crazy.
Bro, that shit's crazy. Neil Druckmann confirms the Fireflies could have made a cure in the lab. Damn. Our intent is they would have made a cure that makes the most interesting philosophical question for what Joel does. Was our science a little shaky and now people are questioning it? Yeah, but that was our intent. Damn.
I brought this because I don't remember this being ever told in the games whatsoever.
Oh.
If I'm not mistaken, this is the first time that we get a concrete answer to would it have worked. And Neil Druckmann says, yeah, it would have worked.
Damn. Does that change y'all opinion on Joel?
No. I still would have done the exact same thing that Joel did. I mean,
you know what's crazy? And I don't know if I said this last week. Playing the game as I did, obviously the first one during high school and the second one when it came out, I think it was like 2019. I was always of the mindset that Joel's fucking tripping. Now being a father, bro, man.
To me, the world's already gone, bro. It's fucked already, right? Like, I'd rather have my people with me so that we could go through it together. I get it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not totally fucked though. I get what you're saying, but like, there's still people there, and there's still good people there.
But listen though, think about it in the perspective of the different like affiliations there are, the people in the world. Some people are beyond help. So like, you trying to tell people we can cure them? It's okay. People are still gonna go out and kill people. They don't care. Like, why would they even bother to fix it if they like the way they're living?
You got to whack out the weeds, man.
See, and then that's what are we talking about now? So we're killing everybody now that doesn't want to agree.
Well, if they tripping, they tripping.
Damn,
we do that now.
Hell yeah, bro.
Then maybe the Fireflies lose the cure, and another group gets it, like the Wolves, and you know how they're ruthless and relentless and shit. And they're like, nah, you ain't getting nothing unless you pay us.
We could you could for sure like go further with it, and XYZ could happen. But it's like we're trying to fight to survive in this world, anyways. You know, so I feel like if there's a possibility of making a cure that makes, you know, life even, I mean, it's going to be a more percentage of what I was going to say, but if it makes life 20% better, I mean, why not? You know, but obviously it's at the stake of Ellie's life. So, I mean, it's really a double-edged sword. Like, the shit's fucked regardless.
Yeah. Crazy. I wonder how exactly that cure would have worked. Like, somebody had to have just turned, or maybe somebody's been turned for a few years and they're not clickers yet. Or even if they are clickers, can they just shed all that shit and be back to normal? I don't know. That would have been interesting.
That's why they really can't make a third game. Like, I remember we were talking about it in the beginning, and it was like, what can they really do? I'm really cool off like Ellie's story. I think I'm good off of that. But there's still things they could do in that world, and obviously the brand is as hot as ever. So,
how would you feel about Ellie? Like, we meet up with Ellie again, but she actually gives her life this time to a medical group. And that's how they get the cure. But like, it's not Ellie's story. It's just how we get introduced to the cure. And maybe we can go down that whole road, this or that.
Isn't that crazy though? Because like, that would take back everything that's happened in the first two games. And it's like, well, what the fuck did we go through all this
Not
for?
necessarily. She's lived her life, right? She got a chance to actually live her life, have her kids, or you know, potential kid that.
This is super older Ellie.
Yeah. This is older Ellie. You know, this is like years down the road. You know what I'm saying?
And she's the main character.
No, not the main character. Like I'm saying, it's just maybe for now, like we could play her for a little bit, whatever. But you know, and then she comes across a group that is kind of like the Fireflies, and they can get a cure from her. But she's lived her life now. And then we move on to another person.
I'm not opposed to it, but I for sure would want to follow somebody else.
But isn't it too far down the line at that point? Like, the world is done.
It's been 10 years? I think John remembers. How many years was that time gap?
That first one was like 20.
20
I'm not
years.
mistaken,
So
yeah.
it's already been 20 years. What's another, 10, 15?
Like, they could dead ass follow like they could follow a Quiet Place storyline and just go back to day one, but follow somebody else. And
that's true too.
That character, maybe, even if you want to go a different route, you still want to stay on like on a timeline going forward. That character meets up with older Ellie. I mean, you can make ways to get Ellie back in the game, but
this latest episode, they talked about a group that they came across in Jackson. And maybe we follow somebody from that group or something, that's cool.
They could do it for sure. That world,
it's rich. It's rich. Yeah. I trust Neil Druckmann now.
Anyways, Neil Druckmann again was asked about The Last of Us Part 3. It's important that everything is on high quality. I don't want to just make a lot of it. If we were ever to come back to it, I want to make sure it's a story worthy of The Last of Us. I love that world. I love these characters. With the right opportunity, with the right idea, I would totally jump at it.
Oh, that game that they're making alongside the other one is The Last of Us. There's no
Yeah,
fucking
you think so?
way. Yeah, I do.
Wow.
I really do.
Hey, if that is what it
that
is.
quote is kind of like, why, you know?
Yeah.
And who did he say this to?
Sacred symbols.
Sacred
yeah, I don't-
symbols,
yeah.
man.
That's funny.
More on
Oh,
that
man.
never. The Last of Us again, season 3 focuses on Abby, according to Catherine O'Hara.
Yeah, O'Hara.
It's the Abby story.
And we'll speak on this later, but I like the decision they made, and I get why they need a season 4. This is what I was alluding to last week when we were talking about how could they do a season 3. This is what Jet was alluding to last week, and by the end of this season finale, you'll get a better idea of where it's going and why this makes sense. It's like that if you guys haven't played the game. But I like it. I like the creative decision to do that and get a whole season 4 for the last part.
I'm very interested to see. Like you said, obviously we'll talk about it later. I'm very interested to see like Cody's reaction to it, so I can compare it to Andrea's reaction to it. It's very interesting. So that'll be cool.
All right. The Weekend, Johnny. Oh, never mind.
You're
Is the
fucking
best.
idiot.
Oh, we've already
Oh,
done
yeah.
this.
He's still going.
No,
He's still
no.
My
going.
bad. My bad.
That's good. That's
I tried to help you out, Johnny.
That's good.
Oh shit! Well,
That was
kicking
so-
it over to Jet in the Weekend.
Just he's so
Bro, 'cause
stunned.
it wasn't even spelled how the Weekend spells the shit. Bro.
like,
Bro, when I
what
see
the
week,
fuck?
I just assume.
I don't know if I brought this last week. I hope I didn't. But Disney CEO Bob Iger says Thunderbolts is the first and best example of Marvel's new focus on quality over quantity. By consolidating a bit and having Marvel focus on much more on their films, we believe that will result in better quality.
This is a couple weeks old, no? I think I saw this a couple weeks old.
I'm not sure.
I think it's a different quote. But I remember some shit like this.
It's the same story, just
Yeah.
just a couple paragraphs down.
And just change up the words so they don't think you copy.
That's crazy. But yeah, the next one goes right along with this. I made a TikTok about it as soon as this happened. But they have delayed Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, both in the same years. Secret Wars was coming out in 2027, I believe, already. I think May as well. But they both got pushed back to December. Avengers Doomsday is December 18th and Secret Wars is December 17th of their respective years. But even crazier than that, Avengers Doomsday and Dune Messiah are now both set to release on December 18th, 2026. As J-Mac let me know, the fans are calling it DunesDay.
Oh!
Avengers Doomsday.
Which one are you going to see, J-Mac? Which one first?
It's got to be Dune.
Before you answer,
I
because
think he froze, no?
oh, he did freeze.
Yeah, I
do.
did freeze up. I'm back now.
I mean, the question was too shocking.
Ah, yeah.
Left him in the trance.
Obviously, I'm gonna go. If I had to
The
make a
system couldn't
decision, because I'm
handle that.
assuming where your question was, I'm gonna go Doom. How could you not? How
Oh,
could you not?
yeah.
I'm gonna go Doom.
Respectfully, it's
Yeah.
Avengers. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to
Oh.
be bad, but it's like, it's Avengers.
You could
It's
wait.
Dune, so it's like,
That's gonna be crazy.
Doomsday.
That's gonna break up. Avengers is gonna move its date though. It's gonna move it. There's no way it's gonna. It doesn't want the smoke.
That's crazy.
No, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, people are thinking Doom's gonna move now, but I don't know. You think Warner Brothers is like, nah, fuck that. I think we go head to head. Let's see what happens.
Damn, because how much did Doom Part 2 make?
I want to
Good
say
amount.
6 or 7. No, maybe like 8. Let's bring that up real quick. $714 million worldwide. So
Damn.
714?
yeah,
It's a fuck ton of money.
Well, Avengers is blowing past that.
yeah.
But
I think Dune will make that billion though.
you think so?
They're supposed to, anyways. Before this came out, I don't know how that affects it if they don't move the date. maybe people will be like, hey, it's Doomsday, bro. We're gonna go watch both, and people are thinking it's the Barbenheimer effect. People went to go watch both. So
Yeah.
I think this is worse though.
Worse than Barbenheimer.
Because like Oppenheimer and Barbie were like, I think for majority people, like they were either gonna go see Oppenheimer or Barbie. This is both like nerd culture. So people are gonna go see both of these movies. A lot of people the same fucking day. As soon as one ends, they're going right to the other.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. So
man, that day is going to be insane.
This is gonna be
double reviews. We're gonna film review shit. That might even be one super dude.
Yeah, one for sure.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Just one fucking hour 30. What was that from season 3? Dude, I don't know. That's gonna be crazy. The theaters are gonna be packed, and not even just from like every seat sold out. The fucking main lobby. It's gonna be one of those times where the lines are just long for the fucking concessions, and
people.
Oh my god!
Some people were pointing out too that there's no way that these come out on the same date because of the IMAX thing. Like obviously, Doom's going to be released in IMAX. I would assume Doomsday's going to. You can't have both in IMAX theater at the same time. Yeah, that's not a thing. So somebody's got to move if they want to fight for that IMAX ticket. So we might not get this at all. But if they figure out a way, hey, to do it, hell yeah.
Man, if I'm Warner Brothers, it's Warner Brothers, right? That's true.
Yeah.
If I'm Warner Brothers, if I am gonna move, I'm just moving the next week, or even a week ahead. Like I'm taking the approach that you have. It's like fuck these niggas. People talk about Doom Part 2 as like one of the greatest movies ever. Like they're excited for Part 3. So
it's supposed to be even crazier. So damn.
So fuck it. Invite the challenge. Yeah, this is crazy. This is insane. We'll see if one moves, both moves. We'll see. But yeah, May next year got a little less crazy. December, 5 days after my birthday. We're fucking lit, man. Shit is crazy. Sticking with Marvel, apparently Marvel Studios reportedly has plans to include a Silver Surfer in multiple projects after Fantastic Four First Steps, including a solo film. A solo Silver Surfer film.
Do we need that?
I wouldn't mind it.
I obviously wouldn't mind it either, but I think that would work better as a show.
Really?
I personally do, yeah.
Because I think for one, it depends on how these movies come out are gonna go with Silver Surfer to even make sense of what the story is gonna be, unless they are just genuinely gonna make multiple Silver Surfers, which they could do too.
Ooh.
But
yeah, I can see that. I just like as it stands right now, like if they were to announce like a concrete, like we're getting a Silver Surfer film. Just as it stands right now, it's like, well, he's the fucking Herald of Galactus. Like, that's not super compelling.
That's why it could be the origin.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The origin. I would have to see an origin. I don't know his origin personally. So
that would be a dope
movie. You think we get an origin movie?
We got a Black Widow origin movie.
Yeah, and it was misplaced.
It was, but I can't counter that. It was misplaced.
No, because this is the female Silver Surfer. Maybe they give us the male side when coming back to 616.
Oh, that's different.
Maybe
I was talking about her.
You think it's her? Maybe it is her too. I don't know. We'll have to see it. July.
Going off of Phil Phenom's fucking ideology of if they put a big character in it, they got to be in it for real. Like that's fucking Julia Gardner. They just didn't get some fucking up and comer to do that. So I don't know. We'll see. Let us know your thoughts and opinions on a Silver Surfer solo film. So according to David Cornsweat, he says his dream role is to play a Jedi in the Star Wars universe. His big ass 6'5"
It's a villain.
Luke.
Like, let him be a Sith.
Jedi.
Let him be a Sith.
I just think it's crazy. Like he gets to play Superman, and that's not his dream role, is to be a Jedi. It's pretty interesting.
Right, man. We all got our dreams.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
We all got our dreams.
Preferences.
What's his face made that shit happen? He wanted to be a Jedi so bad he learned English.
Yeah, that was shout out to him, man.
Dude from
Poor
Squid
guy,
Games.
the project that he was in, that was
Oh, for real.
that sucks.
Man.
That really does suck. 'Cause,
That was some shit.
yeah,
And they killed him.
and God,
You can't even do it again.
can't even do it again. That's it.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I don't
Well,
know.
shit. No, yeah,
Andor. Andor's having the time of his life over there, and he did it again. So
You don't even got to go Andor. Just knowing Star Wars, who the fuck is dead for real?
yeah, Maul's come back like 3-7 times. I don't know. So
You know?
pick a number between 3 and 7 somewhere. In there.
Take a Star Wars. Take a Star Wars. Take a lightsaber to the chest. Walk that shit off. Shit is crazy over there.
Shit off.
Oh, but yeah, he wants to be a Jedi. Pretty cool. So the Invincible Twitter dropped this. I think they did this for season 3. I don't remember what the season 3 one said. But just basically, Invincible will return. For season 4, should be sometime in 2026. Voice acting is done, so that's a W. There may be a new storyline that's not in the comics, King Lion, featuring Dark Blood. Thrag has been cast. And I guess this is a joke, but Invincible has also been cast, unless that's, some kind of, thing. Yeah, season 4 on the way, 2026. It says.
Yeah, excited for that. Hell yeah.
Should be good. Can't wait to see Thrag. We talked about that. Man.
Can't wait to see Conquest again.
Ooh. What's his name? The Wolf or the fucking, what's his fucking name?
Oh,
is it Battle Beast?
Oh yeah, Battle Beast. Yeah, it is Battle Beast.
He has some comics. People are like, I don't know if you saw Kimmy's TikTok, but they be ripping them out the bag, and it's like it'll be like a special edition or some shit. It's pretty cool.
Oh shit.
His comic covers are pretty dope. I think he has like 2 out now. Yeah, Invincible, super excited. So waiting on that, 2026. So apparently the US will stop making pennies.
Finally.
Starting next year.
Useless ass fucking currency.
What do you mean, finally?
I don't see how they're gonna get away with that.
Tired of these fucking pennies out here, man.
Change is 1876. Fuck.
Hey,
Let me go ahead and
save your pennies, man. They're about to go up in value. Save them.
No
Go
shit.
get a whole shitload of them and just save them.
No
15, 20 years from
Sir,
now.
you're down 3 pennies.
But then what do? You give them a nickel? What are they supposed to give you back?
Give me my change, please. We're gonna wire that to your credit card.
Yeah, you know what I
Everything's
mean?
gonna just get a price increase, man. Ain't nothing gonna be pennies no more.
How are they supposed to do that? Like, yeah, remember
It's
the dollar
digital,
bill?
John. It's all digital now, anyways.
Yeah,
you know,
that's true. The
fucking companies are
tap
giving
and
themselves trillions of dollars and not having.
Yeah,
That is wild, though. That is
a true.
It is very wild. Getting rid of pennies. Man.
Damn. Go find one in the street right now.
Start making a fucking book with the holes in it.
That map, I had that map, bro. With all the new quarters, hell, I have it somewhere in storage stuff.
One quarter for each state.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are fire.
Shout out pennies, man.
Shout out pennies.
Gone but not forgotten.
Stupid.
So apparently Dick's Sporting Goods acquires Foot Locker for $2.4 billion.
Dang, that's a steal.
Think so?
I
Lot
think
of
so.
fucking money.
That's a lot of money, that is, but I would have figured it would have been more.
Yeah.
Actually,
that's a B, right? Nah, that's a fuck ton of money.
Yeah, I don't know. I
For
didn't
some
know.
Shoes?
I didn't know Dick's Sporting Goods was popping like that.
That's crazy.
Them stores do be nice though.
Yeah.
Like you go to like one in like a big city, them bitches be 2 stories sometimes.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
Shit's crazy. But yeah, they got Foot Locker, so starting to Disney this shit.
Yeah, no shit.
Crazy.
Damn. Big Five still around? They might get bought up.
Got it.
They are still around, but
No, I think we still have ours here.
I'm about to say the one on is that Dyer?
Yeah. There's one.
that one's still.
Oh,
yeah.
there is one on there.
That
Yeah.
Wing stop.
It's next to the Big 8.
Yeah. It's a food king. It's a food king.
The one over there on the east side too used to be right down the street from a Big 8 too. They go hand in hand together.
It's a
Hell yeah.
food king. No, food city.
get you-
Well, now
you-
it's Food City, but before it was Big 8.
Yeah.
Get your cleats and your milk same day.
Add your milk.
So according to TMZ, Justin Bieber sold his music catalog for $200 million because he was broke.
Why the fuck else would you?
He's not timeless, good.
He's not timeless.
He's not timeless, good.
Yes, he is.
That bro, he's
Only 200 million?
that bro.
200 million is generational wealth.
What? Hell nah, that ain't generational.
Yes.
Not for
I mean,
him.
depending
you
on
know.
how you use it. Depending on how you use it. Yeah.
He clearly ain't finna use it how he used to use it.
Nah. Hopefully, right? You would hope.
I mean, yeah, you would hope, right?
Yeah.
That's
Fuck.
crazy though. His whole catalog just for 200 million. That's it.
Apparently he made between 500 million and 1 billion during his
His run.
So I don't know.
Damn.
200 million just seems low to me. Obviously,
It
that's
does.
a lot of fucking money, but I don't know, man.
Cody's shocked.
A real timeless nigga, like, you know,
I like that little AI
Abel.
thing. What happened to Bieber's money?
you said Abel.
Mm-hmm.
The first nigga that came to my mind was Drake, but I was gonna be like, well, that's the ultimate fucking example. But yeah, pretty crazy. 200 million. Going back to J-Mac talking about Battlefront, like he said, the developers of Star Wars Battlefront 2 reportedly, quote, want to get the band back together for Battlefront 3. Yeah, like we were talking about, hopefully this happens. Battlefront 2 looks amazing, and I'm sure now it plays fucking amazing. Obviously, on launch, it was fucking horrendous. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. EA was still in that devious bag that they've been in for years with microtransactions and things like that. Battlefront 2, man, that was horrendous. It was bad. That shit was fucking littered with microtransactions. You couldn't play the game without that shit.
Transactions and loot boxes. So
And
$10 pack that you bought, you couldn't even get what you wanted because you had to go roll the dice. So crazy.
So,
then you do that, you gotta level the fucking character up. That shit takes forever. It's-
Yeah.
to get the cards, right? Or some shit.
Think about
yeah,
it.
gotta get the cards. Oh my
Cards.
fucking god.
Fuck
terrible.
that. Yeah.
It's terrible. So they just implement everything they learned over these two games. Obviously, minor changes to the graphics. Well, even not even minor, because that game's not in fucking 120. They can go crazy now.
Yep.
It'd be great. It'd be amazing. So yeah, hopefully it happens, because there's a push for it and there's a demand for it clearly. So, Battlefront 3. And then my last few pieces of news, I thought this was pretty fucking dope. The title screen for the new Mario Kart World, the new game coming for the Switch 2, you'll be able to free roam seamlessly from wherever you are on the title screen. It's pretty fucking dope. I know people like my brother that, he has like ADHD and different things. Like, he has a bunch of stuff going on, but he'll love some shit like this. Like, he might even just not even play the fucking game. He'll just sit at the title screen all day and just
Right.
put his mind at ease. Hell yeah. I don't know, because I haven't played a Mario Kart in forever. I don't know if there's like a story mode now where you can, go across the thing. That's pretty dope. A game within the game. So. Yeah. According to Discussing Film, the Michael Jackson biopic is now expected to be split into 2 films. The first film is expected to end with Michael Jackson leaving the Jackson 5 after the release of his first solo album. J-Mag, I don't know if you remember what had happened. Obviously, there was like a dispute with his estate and stuff, but I don't remember what exactly it. Oh, you know
they
what?
They couldn't talk about nothing of that. The kids.
Yeah. We couldn't talk about that.
None of it.
So
they had to reshoot some shit, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they had.
Yeah, they had to.
Was it they had to reshoot?
Act, I think.
Or at least remove all that shit and just, I don't know.
Damn.
That was probably half the movie though.
The back half of it, like, bro, like We have a show now, nigga.
Fuck.
This isn't even a movie at this point. But yeah, apparently 2 movies are coming. Has there been a 2-part biopic before?
Nothing comes to mind right now. No, I don't think so.
Well, if there has, let us know. Yeah, this might be the first. It's kind of crazy. 2-part biopic. Fucking epic adventure.
They bought themselves more time. That's what they did.
They surely did, for sure. For sure. Yeah, two Michael Jackson movies on the way. These are my last piece of news. Disney has acquired the streaming rights for Cocomelon from Netflix. All episodes of Cocomelon will release on Disney Plus in 2027. Big 27.
Talk about a monopoly.
Cocomelon, bro.
Cocomelon and Bluey.
I'm new to this baby shit, so I don't know nothing about that. Obviously, I know them fucking, them characters, but you're about to see what's popping, because...
Mm-hmm. Don't watch this one.
Man.
Just put Bluey, though. Bluey's cool.
Bluey's good?
Yeah, I fuck with Bluey.
I've been wanting to watch Bluey just myself, just to watch it. They're like
ain't no way it's that good. Ain't no way
that's
it's
what they say, bro. They say it's a show
bad.
for parents, not even for kids. It's a show for parents.
It's just not
That's what I
like
heard.
brain rot like all these other ones. It actually like teaches shit.
It's lessons for both parents and kids.
Yeah, like for real. To be honest.
So they're only like 7,
it's
8-minute episodes, and there's
pretty good show.
50, 60 episodes.
I was thinking about that last time, because obviously, like, us growing up, like, I mean, there was a gang of shows you could put on for a kid to watch, whether it was Dora, Blue's Clues, just a bunch. And now it's like,
Lazy Town.
I mean, because I knew about Bluey, I knew about Cocomelon. It's like, what else? What else are the little kids watching? What else is there?
See, but Cocomelon was, I think, the way I first saw it was on YouTube. My kids were watching it on YouTube.
Really?
I think that was a YouTube thing first, and then they
shit.
YouTube. There's a bunch of like YouTube people.
Yeah.
Fuck, I can't remember his name. Blippy.
Yeah, Blippy
too.
too.
Heard of Blippy?
They've gone. I think they've gone through like 2 or 3 iterations of Blippy, because that first Blippy got in some trouble.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, the person that plays Blippy, he was. I don't know. I don't remember what it was, but it was something serious.
Yeah,
it was something serious.
That's
crazy.
That's crazy. Because Blue's Clues still comes on.
Yeah,
but obviously it's like with anything else that's from back in the day, it looks different animation, all types of stuff. But that's just interesting. I don't know, because like I said, I could Google it and get the whole list and remember, but there was just a bunch of shows back then. Obviously, different networks you could just throw on shit, and it wasn't like you said, it wasn't brain rot. So, just something to talk about. But yeah, I think that is all the news for this week.
All right, there you guys go. As usual, if you guys heard something you didn't already know about, hit that like button now. That would be much appreciated. But we are just jumping straight into our what we watched this week. Like Jet mentioned, he's got a few. I got 3 movies that I watched, I think, all today, except for one. So yeah, kind of wild. So let's just jump straight into that. John, any new what we watched this week?
I took my girlfriend to go see that weekend movie.
Wait, hold on. That's how the fuck we find this out.
Found what out?
Oh, you're right. Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. I didn't even catch that. That's right.
Find what out?
That's right, bro. Play that back, rewind it. I'm going to play the clip now, see if you guys caught it.
I took my girlfriend to go see that weekend movie.
Got it. That's wild.
You asked me.
You didn't confirm shit to me.
Niggas ain't even that.
I said yeah.
Find what out?
And they probably left.
Okay, hold on. Say that statement again, John. Say what you watched again. The way you just said it, though, too.
That I took my girlfriend to go see the weekend movie. Hurry up tomorrow.
We knew.
Yeah.
We knew?
You asked me.
We asked him.
I remember asking, but to be honest, I don't remember the answer, but I feel like the answer was jokey.
It to y'all it was, and to me it was too, but he was dead ass.
Yeah.
John has a girlfriend.
He just he didn't try to make it seem serious, but he was being serious.
Whose hoodie do you think I'm fucking wearing?
A few moments later.
John, continue. We'll talk about that
That's
later.
funny,
You're
that's
good.
funny. Well, she had the same like feeling I did.
Wait, what
I
movie
guess
That's
is
the
this?
movie
I'm
was
sorry.
shit.
the hurry
Nigga,
up
hear
the
the movie,
tomorrow.
weekend,
that's
the
crazy.
weekend bullshit, bro.
You just heard the first word. The hurry up tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
thought it was shit
you
too.
watched it twice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know he had a double back on his nigga. Anyways,
Duh. But now she felt the same way too.
That it was
guys are
shit.
weekend fans. Yeah, like it was good, but not like for a movie. I guess even she was like maybe like as a show or some shit.
but
That's
it
how
wasn't.
I felt.
That's why it's shit.
But it was good. Pussy.
Don't worry, I got something that's even worse. More on that later.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't even seen that.
We saw Beetlejuice.
Oh, I gotta
Kind
finish this.
of
Hold on.
in it now. Oh yeah, aren't you watching Last of Us?
Yeah, I forgot.
That one was
You
alright.
like it?
I had never really seen the first one either, and this one was kind of like just more. I guess like I don't know how the first one is. I thought it was more serious,
What do you rate
kind
this
of
one?
like jokey. Like a 6.
Yeah, the one. It's all right.
Yeah.
That's how I thought. It was all right.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't nothing crazy, but yeah, it was cool to finally see one, I guess. And that
Cool.
was, yeah. Oh, and then we started watching The Shining. But
Oh, shit, Cody loves that one.
Andrea just watched that too. Great.
for real, yeah, that's what's up. That's pretty
I
cool.
think that like last week it was the 75-year anniversary. No, not 75. That may
Oh,
be
yeah.
too much. 25.
I was like,
anniversary.
what?
Maybe like
Yeah,
50
that's
though,
too
at
much.
least
I
50
think it's
because
like
we're in
25-year anniversary or
2025
something.
already. So maybe 50.
Bitch,
No,
maybe
that's
black
not even
and
right
white.
either. That's not even right. 25-year is not even right either. Then
Nah,
I didn't even think about it.
75 to be honest. It might be.
That could be, bro.
it might be, bro.
It
But
might
I might, let me
It
fact
might
check myself
be.
real quick.
25
Hold
years
on.
was
50?
No, not 50.
okay. Maybe not. But 25 years ago was 2000, Justin. I think
That
you're
bitch would have been in
tripping.
black and white, yo. What the fuck?
Was it remastered?
1980.
That's
That's
45.
45. That's 45.
That's
Yeah.
the double back on that bitch, bro. That's crazy. Y'all niggas are funny.
Yeah.
That's
but
damn
what-
near. That's damn near.
How far did you get?
He finally just started going off on his own. I guess he's like the caretaker of the place.
It's one of Cody's
So-
more controversial takes that I absolutely like fucking
What
disagree
take?
with.
The Shining.
That the Shining isn't good.
Bro, I couldn't do it.
For real.
Yeah, I know.
It was already late and we fell asleep. We'll finish it. But I get what you're saying. It is kind of like, it doesn't really feel like scary.
I think I probably just don't like that genre.
Or
Like, obviously, there's good ones out there, but I feel like as a whole, I don't think I like that genre.
you like Fear Streets?
Yeah, more on that later.
More on
Fear
that later.
Street?
I know.
Oh,
I'm with
you watched it?
I'm with
More
you.
on that later.
That's why I brought that up. I knew that's where he was gonna go with that shit. All right, cool. Anything else, Chuck?
No.
That was it.
No,
All right.
Cool.
Well, then we'll give Cody some time here to finish that up because this should be almost done.
It should be almost over.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, I need like 5 more minutes or 10 more minutes, one of the two.
You want to go, Jed, or you want me to go?
Well, Fear Street is one of mine, so I skipped that one.
Yeah, we skipped that one. Yep.
Okay. I pulled a JMag and I watched all of them, every single one. I watched all 5 Twilights.
Oh my
Whoa.
god.
Oh shit! That's not where I thought you were gonna go. Okay.
Nah,
They're all
crazy.
Oh,
I,
okay.
I
now,
watched
you're a trooper.
all
You're a
fucking.
trooper.
I watched all
That's crazy.
5 of them.
That's
The
crazy.
werewolves were good, huh?
Oh, fuck.
What are you, Team
Um,
Edward or Jacob?
When he was when he
Okay.
was fantasizing about the baby.
I'm gonna get into all of that. Okay.
That's CGI, baby.
You want to start with if I'm Team Edward or Team Jacob. Jacob is the worst fucking character in the whole fucking thing. He
Oh,
is
damn.
terrible. I don't understand how any. And I know you love werewolves. If you're Team Jacob, we have a problem.
It's totally for a werewolf fact. Yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
That motherfucker is terrible.
Yeah.
That's just to answer that real quick. I mean, I guess it's Team Edward all the way. He be tripping too, but
yeah, fucking too.
you know, whatever the fuck. Man. So Andrea was telling me that obviously as a but as a younger person, she was a big fan of the franchise. She read all the books. And I guess from her perspective, the books were the movies were fairly close to the books. Can't confirm nor deny that. I don't know. It's just from her perspective. I'm sure there was things that because no movie does the book solely, justice. But that's neither here nor there, really. I don't know if these movies were good back then, but they for sure don't hold up. These movies sucked.
Damn.
Oh yeah, that's what.
I'm struggling to find a good one, to be honest.
Oh, good one. Okay.
Yeah, a good one.
Damn, I don't remember that.
It's so crazy because the whole conflict from the beginning to the end, this all started because he took this bitch to the baseball field. If Bella wasn't at the fucking baseball field, none of that shit would have happened. Because for 3 of the movies, it spans across that trio of vampires that met them at the baseball field. And because they all died, and the redhead bitch was the one that lived, because in the first movie, I think his name is Sam, but I could be wrong. But he's kind of like the main problem of that because he gets a whiff of Bella's blood, and she's hunting him the whole movie. And then the second and third movie is literally the fucking his girlfriend or whatever. I think her name is Victoria. Just trying to get Bella too. Man, I'm not gonna say I wasted my time because I like things about it. I think what Stephanie Meyer in her books at least was doing with the vampire and werewolf aspect of it. Like I didn't mind any of that, but it really just is a fucking messy ass love triangle. And people going back, people leaving, people coming back, Jacob being a fucking weirdo. Like I don't know.
He's not even a vampire. Like you're gonna age up still. You're still gonna go to fucking 40, 50 years old, and then she's gonna be 18. Like what the fuck? Like that's crazy. Yeah, no, yeah.
And everything that was happening, I just felt like could have easily been prevented. Like James X said one time, like I really like after a while, like I just had my thinking cap on during the whole thing, and I was like, well, why the fuck did they do this? If these motherfuckers just didn't have a conversation right here, nothing would have happened. And there was just at a point in time where I don't, because like watching it, because I watched them all in the span of a night and the next day, so like it kind of blurs together. But there's a point because like the whole thing is that they have a treaty, or like they have I guess like a treaty that the vampires will step on their land, they won't fuck with them. But it got to a certain point where it was like around like movie 3 or 4 where it's like, why are y'all still beefing? Y'all the werewolves and the vampires on this land, I think it's on Forks, have been through so much shit together. Why the fuck are y'all still beefing? And that was the plot of, I think, Breaking Dawn Part 1. Because Bella has her baby, and then the werewolves just start fucking tripping. Like, we can't fucking trust these people anymore to control a fucking baby. Like, the shit, I don't know. But my main takeaway is really Stephanie Meyer, the author of the books, is a fucking weirdo. She is a fucking weirdo. I don't give a damn. That Jacob imprinting on the child is weird.
Yeah.
That shit is weird. It is fucking weird. I know they tried to justify it a little bit by saying like he'll be her protector, her guardian, and there's no real romance. But it shit is still fucking weird because it could turn into that. So he's essentially grooming her. The shit is weird. She's a weird. She's and Andrea was telling me she's like Mormon and shit. So I was like, oh man, it's fucking making sense because it's just a bunch of. It's just a bunch of white people weird shit, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Man, and then a lot of the movie, like, because I don't know if it's fair to say, like, of the time. Like, it's a product of its time. And it might like, be fair to just, like, not knock it like that. But, man, that movie looks like shit. A lot of the fighting scenes, the running.
I would imagine that doesn't hold up anymore. Yeah.
God, it doesn't hold up at all.
I could see that.
The running is awful.
Yeah.
And then when Bella has the baby, it's a CGI baby.
Yeah, CGI
Yeah, I
baby.
remember that, yeah.
Come the
And it
fuck
looks
on.
bad.
Terrible.
It
You
look-
see through it and shit.
That's all glitchy.
It looks fucking horrible.
I do remember. That's
Not all, but there's a lot of dialogue in there that's just cringy as shit. Like super fucking cringy. And I'm just trying to remember things at this point. I wanted to ask y'all, because Andrea was telling me how in the book Stephanie Meyer doesn't go to the links to tell you like what happens, but the whole flashback, or not flashback, but her showing Arrow or whatever the fuck, the main vampire, the leader, showing him the fucking vision of what was gonna happen in that battle, and like everything that we saw was just a fucking vision, didn't happen. I tell you, like, on top of already being pissed, because Breaking Dawn Part 2 is the most, like, everything before that is the most boring movie I've ever fucking watched in my life. Like, it's not bad, it's just boring. Nothing is fucking happening. They're just meeting people. They're just fucking meeting people, new vampires, the whole fucking movie. Some of it's cool, like Rami Malek is in that movie, and he was the one vampire that was like a fucking avatar for some reason. That motherfucker could control the water, he could control fire. He was an earthbender. I don't know what the fuck. He was just gifted as fuck. So some of it was cool seeing that, but man, that I was on my phone a lot during that part too. But I wanted to ask y'all what y'all thought about that, like seeing that and none of that happened. Because I'm gonna tell you what, my favorite character through the whole thing was Carlisle, and when he fucking died, I was sick. But he didn't even fucking die. I was like,
I think I remember watching that in theater, and you could hear the fucking theater just gasp when Carlisle just, shit, and then sick. The fucking vision, and then none of that happened. They were like, "What?" Like, bro, I'll tell you, those movies were the MCU before the MCU. I've said that before, and the crowd was into that shit, watching it. That stupidest shit I've seen. Well, not I've seen, but one of the stupidest shit I've ever seen. Like that whole was pointless. The flashback scene, not the vision, not being real. That was crazy.
Yeah, I was sick. I was definitely sick. Because that, in my opinion, that movie needed that epic ass battle. And like I said, a lot of it was a CGI mess. When they would rip off heads, I'd be like, man, this shit looks crazy. That shit looks like a mannequin head popping off that fucking body. Just
what's that prank where the kids, put their head down and they put the balloon right there, and then they pull the balloon up to show all the kids behind them, like, oh.
But yeah, it was just crazy. Finally watching these movies. I will say the first one, because I already knew like the code from the music, but the soundtrack for the first movie, that's a good ass soundtrack. I don't know if you remember, but yeah, and it just goes downhill. Like I just thought the franchise was just, as I was watching it, it was just going downhill. But at the time, I could see like the appeal for younger girls, really, because it's about vampires and werewolves, but it's just a fucking love story. It felt like Stephanie Meyer's fucking weird ass fan fiction fantasy that she just wrote. I don't know. Shit was a mess to me. But again, like I said, it came out. Twilight started in 2008. It's 2025. Maybe those movies just don't hold up. Could easily be the case. The Dark Knight also came out in 2008, so I don't know.
Right.
That's because
there's movies that
it's not for you; it's for the girlies.
What
you
like
it?
Was she rewatching it?
You like it?
No, she thought it was shit too.
Oh,
damn!
But she liked it. She liked it,
at the
before,
time.
So
that's a girly pop.
I don't know, and that's a girly pop. That's Queen girly pop. She writes her girly pops. So I don't know.
So I don't know.
What would you rate them
just as
overall as a franchise? Well, I won't even go individual. I won't even go individual. Just one
please
rating.
don't. Please
That'd
don't.
be too hard.
Please don't. As a franchise, I'm stuck between a 4 and a 5.
Damn. That's not bad.
That's not as bad as
Again, I do think it was a product of its time. and it just hasn't aged well. I do believe that. I don't think it was shit on release. But yeah, it just doesn't hold up for sure. Watching those movies for the first time in 2025, it's like rough. But yeah, Twilight, finally seen it. Adding it to my film catalog, pedigree, whatever you want to say.
On the Mission Impossible.
Man, fuck, that's a lot of them.
They're not that well. Starting off, they're not that long. They're like an hour and a half. You know, those type of movies back in the day. Let's get to the big one here. Lilo and Stitch. I went to go check that one out on Saturday. I'm gonna start off by saying this got an A. I think it was an A on CinemaScore. I think audiences are loving it right now. I mean, as expected, right? People are gonna love this. It's at 94 on Rotten Tomatoes. Crazy. 69 critically. If you watch this movie and don't compare it to the animated, which you cannot do, and I know we do this for The Last of Us, but to me, a video game medium and a show medium, that's different things. There's things you can do in video games and things you can't do in TV shows, so they have to change this. But when it comes to a movie, you should be able to do some stuff, right? So if you watch it without comparing it to the animated movie, it's not a bad movie. But then you add in the aspect of, well, it's made off of the animated version, and it lost its heart. It lost its it was not the same. And I think it was two major issues with it. And maybe I don't know if you guys remember this movie or not. I'm gonna ask you guys a question and see what you guys say. If you could describe Lilo and Stitch in one word, what would that word be?
Family.
Damn.
Ohana, right? Ohana. That's exactly.
Fast and Furious.
Yeah, Ohana is the one word you would choose to describe Lilo and Stitch. Yeah, that was out the window in this one, man. Like the first time that Lilo said Ohana to Nani, and you see it in the anime movie. Yeah, we don't leave family behind. She's like, yeah, you're right. You know, that's not what we do. She was like, no, this is the real world. We got to move on from that. We cannot do that. I was like, yo, I cannot believe you guys literally did this to Ohana like that. No, that was wild, and they added a grown up, real life type of thing to it, and it just, to me, it didn't work. It didn't work compared to the animated. So that was major issue number one, which is probably the biggest issue of the whole thing. Major issue number two was how Lilo got Stitch in the animated movie. Nani, sees her making the wish. She wants to help her. She's struggling and stuff with her friends and in life. And Nani goes and takes her to the adoption center, right? To the pet adoption, and they pick out Lilo. In this one, it's not Nani; it's a neighbor that was not in the animated movie. And when Nani finds out that Lilo got Stitch, she was just like, no, we're not doing this. Where'd you get this from? It was just weird, and it took away the point of having Stitch in this family, in my opinion. So for it not to be Nani to go pick up Stitch with Lilo, just that was another bad decision. And then there was just little things that just didn't work that worked in the animated, that just, like I said, it lost its heart. It lost that sense of family and all that. So to me, like as a movie related to Lilo and Stitch animated, I would give this a 4, maybe even a 3. Just because I can't believe they took away Ohana. If you watch this just as a movie, don't compare it to the animated. You might come away with at a 7. People are at 94% right now. They're liking it. So to me, it was not that though. Like, it just lost so much from the animated movie, and it just was not worth it. So I know if you guys have seen it, let me know down in the comments what you guys think about Lilo and Stitch. Yeah, absolutely.
Dre had brought a point up to me, and I'm curious your opinion on this. Lilo and Stitch, the animated series, came out around us. That was ours.
2003, 2005, something.
And I know they bring back things all the time, but I feel like Lilo and Stitch is kind of different. You're bringing back something that I feel like it's popular, but it's not like the upper echelon of Disney. So they're kind of bringing something back, and a lot of kids don't know what I would argue they don't know a lot about Lilo and Stitch. So like they make this live action movie, and 90% of them haven't seen the animated series. Maybe they've seen the movie, maybe. But again, like I would argue, Lilo and Stitch just isn't like how many characters would you go through before you get to Stitch talking about Disney?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I can see that. I don't know, maybe talk
Just as talking
10,
to
15?
the high audience score. Because like you said, the movie is at least solid if you don't
the movie
compare it.
itself, like, don't compare it, then you'll enjoy it. But Bubbles in this one wasn't even the social worker. Like,
you're lying.
Bubbles was not the social worker. He was a CIA agent that came in later in the movie as a director, you know, the director of the social worker. But that first interaction at the house and then Bubbles talking to Lilo and all that didn't happen. It was an actual social worker. So that was like, dang, that crazy. Another one, I forget their names. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. The two aliens, the scientist and the green alien,
Peakley and
Jumba.
Yeah,
maybe I could see why they did it, but I don't agree with it. For most of the movie, it's Zach Galifianakis and Billy Magnuson. Magnuson is who plays them. That's literally them as them. Like they clone themselves and they're humans throughout the most of the movie, so they're not even their alien forms. So you're watching Zach and Billy on screen.
That's crazy.
So that was wild too. Like like I said, it just lost so much. I can't believe it, man. The character's name, Jet, that you brought up in the news last week, the big alien that's not in the movie,
Captain Gantu.
Captain Gantu. Obviously, he's not in here. They made the person that went to go capture Stitch the scientist, and he had like a whole like evil switch up, and he's gonna just control Stitch and lose his ability to learn and love and all that stuff, and just make him a complete monster. And I didn't agree with that either. So it was like, there's just so many points like that. It just fell flat, and it just did not work as a live action remake of the Animated. So crazy, insane.
You think that was a hard one to make live action?
No,
I think so.
I don't think so. I think you can adapt it pretty easily.
There's a lot of going back to the point that you said about Pleakley and fucking the other one, like there's a lot of aliens in this shit. Like you gotta fucking
that's the one that I could see. Okay, fine, because in the animated they're dressed up as they got wigs and fucking hats and sunglasses and shit. And I don't know if you could do that here in the live action. Maybe it wouldn't work that well or wouldn't make that much sense. So maybe I could see that one, but it's still just to me.
How was Stitch?
Stitch was fine. Stitch, Lilo, and Nani. Let me talk about that. Yeah, they were all three fine for the most part. Nani was the worst one of the three, but she still did all right. But Lilo and Stitch, yeah, no issues with Lilo, no issues with Stitch. Fantastic characters. Nani left Stitch at the end of the movie. Sorry, spoilers, but I mean, I don't recommend you guys watch it. Nani left Lilo, Stitch. Lilo, at the end of the movie, she went off to college to be a marine biologist. So crazy. It's insane.
I'm about to say, how old is Nani? Because back in the day, boy, you know?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's insane. I just...
Nani.
Come on, bro. Like, that's the one you got to get right, brother.
Crazy. So, yeah, like I said, let me know if you guys did watch it, what you guys think about it. Did you guys enjoy it? And compared to the animated, how'd you guys feel? Leave all the stuff in the comments below.
Matter of fact, speaking of that real quick, the Lilo with Stitch trailer was the one I made the TikTok, and the guy thought I was fucking talking about Lilo being hot or some shit. Yeah, fucking crazy.
Wild.
I just remember
like
that.
dying.
Yeah, like it made no sense. He was, and people came to my defense in the
weirdo.
comments like he was not talking about that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. So,
this next one, I was hoping Jet would have watched it because it's his speed. But Fountain of Youth on Apple TV. This one had John Krasinski, Isa Gonzalez, Natalie Portman, Stanley Tucci. So it had some things. This is a national treasure. Add some actors, sorry. This was a national treasure movie. This is what this was. But revolving around the Fountain of Youth on Apple. I like this one. From what I could tell on even Rotten Tomatoes, it's at 37. And let me see their audience score. It's at 41. So I guess I am in the minority on this one. I get it. The first 2 acts of the movie, whether journey, it's a national treasure. National treasure. You get the clues, you follow the clues, and then at the end you find the treasure and you get your whole little treasure hunt type of thing, right? This did that same type of formula. Those first 2 acts weren't as strong compared to National Treasure. Like I would rather watch the journey in National Treasure, but to me, what I enjoyed about this one was the actual finding of the Fountain of Youth and how they did it and how they incorporated how how the Fountain of Youth worked. I thought that was pretty interesting and a unique take. And throughout the movie, they're playing with they're showing you visions that he's having and stuff. And I was like, oh shit, if that's the way the Fountain of Youth works, that'd be kind of crazy. And sure enough, that's what they ended up doing. The CGI effects of the Fountain of Youth in the last section, fucking phenomenal. That looked great. I thought that was pretty good. But yeah, I enjoyed the movie. I had a good time watching it. Gloria had a good time watching it. They did kind of leave the door open for a franchise type of thing at the end of the movie. Like, hey, you guys have any more adventures or anything you guys trying to find or whatever? But yeah, I have some ideas. So maybe this will spawn a franchise. But I enjoyed it. But like I said, I'm in the minority, so it'll be interesting to see if Jet likes this because he's a whole National Treasure fan. He loves those movies, so as do I. But yeah, check out Fountain of Youth if you guys haven't seen it. I do recommend it. And if you have, let me know what you think about it. If you don't like it, let me know why. So leave all those stuff down in the comments below. That is all the new ones that I got because I know Cody watched Fear Street, Jet watched Fear Street, so I'm going to save that one as well. Cody, any new things besides Fear Street?
Yes, I do. The Last of Us. Just kidding. More on that later for sure. Wild Robot is on Netflix.
Yeah.
I didn't remember exactly what you said. I just remember it being on your list now. And I'm pretty sure it's pretty high.
Second.
Genuinely, that might have been one of the best movies I've ever seen. Like, from start, no exaggeration, from start to finish, the movie didn't miss. Like, I was locked in the whole time. Every part of the movie, I was like, wow. Like, literally, wow. Like, the way the movie progressed, I just felt like, wow, this just feels so brilliant. Like, I was speechless by the end of the movie. I said, this shit is amazing. Like, the quickest 10 out of 10 I ever gave. Like, without a doubt. Before I was even finished, it was a 10 out of 10. Like, I didn't know how to feel. Like, genuinely, that was amazing. I don't even know what else to say. Like,
yeah. I think if Jet were to go rewatch that now because he's a father, I think it would hit just a little bit harder. A little bit harder.
That movie hit bro. It was so good.
It's hard to crying, man.
That's what got me about the movie. Is like, bro. Damn, man, that's her kid, And it's insane how Roz developed like that. So it was a phenomenal movie. It really was. That was a great animated movie. So.
Wow, man.
Yeah, I think for sure, like you said, the beginning of the movie, because man, her sitting down and that fucking time skip happens.
Learning everything.
I was not expecting people to talk. I didn't know anything about this going in. I was not expecting animals to talk.
Once I heard their voices start changing from animal to human, I said, "This shit is fucking crazy."
Yeah, that was crazy. That was cool. Oh yeah, great movie. I mean, it's on Netflix now. So if you guys haven't seen it, do yourselves a favor, go check it out on Netflix. If you guys have Netflix,
getting a sequel, right?
It's getting a sequel.
It's getting a sequel. Yeah.
Bro, I was so hyped when they was teaching old boy how to fly.
Yeah,
I said he getting taught from the man, the myth, the legend, the bird himself. While everybody else is flying normal, that man going to the top, hitting a dive. I said, "Oh my god, this nigga is cold." That movie is dope, man.
Nice. All right. Any other new ones?
Nah.
All right. On to Fear Street, Prom Queen. I'm gonna start us off on this one, okay? Before you guys go.
You sure?
Yeah. Because I think you guys. I mean, I've seen the original Fear Streets too. And I liked them. I enjoyed them. I thought they were solid. They were great movies. So I was expecting the same from this. I did not get that. I did not get that whatsoever. This to me was a generic slasher movie that just fell flat. They didn't take any swings. They didn't do anything from from Fear Street, the trilogy, that made it different, made it unique, predictable. You could see shit coming around the corner from a mile away. I'm at a 4 on this one, man. I'm at a 4 on this one, and I just
it's a little high.
I'm gonna go next. You were too fucking nice. This was a waste of 2 hours.
Nice. Too fucking nice.
This was a waste of 2 hours. I don't remember if we had talked to you about Fear Street because I genuinely only remember watching that with Cody. Like, we watched all three of them, and like you said, like I'm not gonna say love, but we really liked those movies. They were good fucking movies. Especially the second one where Sadie Sink's character comes in. Man, that storytelling immaculate. So yeah, and then there was news that came out a little bit after those movies came out, and I was talking to Andrea about it because she had never heard of them. But for people that don't know, they had released those Fear Street movies. I'm not mistaken. It was one day, and then the next day, and then the next day. I think it was for sure like in a quick span of time. All three of those movies of the trilogy came out like right after another.
Something. Yeah.
But yeah, it was a really cool concept, and they had talked about doing like a cinematic universe. I think that was the news article last time. So I've been waiting on this movie for a long time, and yeah, I don't think I've ever been more disappointed actually waiting for something to come out.
Yeah.
This movie sucked. Like I pray to God, I didn't do the research. I pray to God it's different directors. It has to be different directors. This has to be somebody new. Because there was the dialogue, the way characters were even down to just the way they were fucking walking, moving, the kills. It was so bad. It was so predictable. Andrea predicted who the killers were.
Bro, instantly. Bro,
a quarter into the movie. Like, it was just so fucking bad. Like, I'm struggling to find something good about it.
Is it my turn? Justin,
Yeah.
you're being too fucking nice.
Listen, wait, what did you rate it? What did you rate it? You didn't even give me a rating. You were gonna say 3. Say 3.
No, I wasn't.
Not gonna say 3.
I'm truly at like a 1 or a 2. Like I'm waiting for somebody to say something positive about it to bump it up to a 2, but I think I'm at a 1.
That's good.
Genuinely the worst movie I have seen in a long time. I know y'all have seen bad movies that I haven't watched yet, but for me, this is definitely contending for top 2 because I came into this like Justin said, we were waiting for this movie. We were hearing it. We were hyped because this shit Fear Street was dope. I genuinely was like, I like I told y'all before this. I said I may just not like the genre. This movie was fucking bad. Like I could not like figure out why. Like the plot was horrible. The reasonings for killing was horrible.
My god, yes, yes.
They were killing just to kill. Like, bro, it got to a point where I was like, damn, is this shit going a little fast? Or they're probably gonna have some shit in the back end. No, that was the movie. Like, it was straight to prom, straight to killing bitches for no reason. Like, we were just killing just to kill. I'm like, bro.
That first girl died quick. I was like, oh shit. As soon as she watched the telly, I was like, oh shit, she's dying already? Wait.
And that was
dead? And she's an actress. She's an actress.
That was young Gamora.
I was not expecting her to die that fucking fast. I was like,
bro,
she's coming back. There's no way. She's part of it then. Something. Fuck, no, she's
bro,
dead. She's gone.
Mind you, the only thing that had me confused was I was like, damn, the main character, they probably were trying to make her the prom queen. That was probably the idea. No, we're just killing all of them. I'm like, yo. And then, bro, once they got away and they were like, fuck, we got to chase them down. They walked to the prom. I was like, damn, what are they going to do? No, let's just start killing people. What the fuck?
Yeah, I was like, yo, what is up with this dude? He's killing everybody in his way.
Body.
Are you trying to get caught? You don't give a fuck anymore? Like, what the hell?
Y'all went from being strategic and thought out a little bit to the point where it was like y'all could catch people slipping to fuck it. We're just gonna kill everybody.
I know how bad you want it to be the problem.
Oh,
I was like, what? That's it? That's all it took?
Bro, and then everybody ran on stage from the kill. Like, the killer's coming. Everybody decided to go on the stage. Yes, what are y'all doing? Leave.
Oh,
like,
my.
Leave.
That principal was like, yo, hold on. Excuse me. And then, whack. Like, what the hell? Like,
I don't know, bro. Like, the movie was just bad, man.
The most, maybe not the most, but what had me fuming at the fucking seams, in my teeth, whatever the fucking saying is, this bitch went to the homegirl's house.
Oh.
Who the father just came out that he's the killer. Why the fuck are you going to her house?
Bro, you know what makes it insane to me? Like, The bitch was bullying you not even 20 minutes ago. Not even 20 minutes ago.
There's not a likable character in this fucking movie.
Not
I didn't give a fuck
single
about the
one.
main character.
None of them.
She has a stank face the whole fucking movie. It's just bad. It's just bad,
Bro.
It's bad.
The beginning of that
terrible.
movie had me thinking, like, because I haven't seen Fear Streets in a minute, right? It's been a long time since I've seen them.
Mm-hmm.
So when they were talking about her mom, I was like, oh, is the mom connected in any way to
Yeah,
that?
that's what I was
might have
thinking
to
too,
go
the
watch
lore.
Yeah, I was like, what happened? And, that never turned into anything. That was just its
Nothing.
own story and everything. I was like, oh, this isn't even connected to those. Okay, well, then fuck. So, yeah, I was lost for the first, quarter of the movie or whatever until they told us.
I was questioning how good this movie was gonna be when she started talking. She started narrating. I was like, man, what in the fucking Disney God dark is this shit, bro?
Bro, listen. When it was revealed that the bully's mom was the one that killed the dad,
Yeah.
I was like, then what the fuck have you been bullying her for? Like, you knew this whole fucking time that her mom didn't do this shit, that she's not, like, they're not crazy. You sitting there bullying, you're the motherfucking crazy one. What? Like, if anything, you'd be ducked off trying to be quiet about this shit. No, like, I didn't, bro. The mom, bro, she made it worse. She pissed me off the worst. You're killing motherfuckers for the dumbest reason I have ever seen in a horror film. Like, your reason for killing was because he cheated on you. So now I'm just gonna go kill people. Like, and then
John,
She's a psychopath.
because they're talking about that. When I was talking about the movement in this fucking movie, because at the end, because there's two killers.
Yeah.
That actually, I was when they first showed it, I was like, oh shit, there's two.
Yeah,
That's
that was
crazy.
kind of cool.
That was the only thing. There's a part where they get to the end where the mom is trying to kill the main character. I kid you not, John.
Oh, yeah.
I kid you not. This is the movie. I kid you not.
No bullshit. No
That's
bullshit.
funny.
She was
That's
coming down the
funny.
stairs. She hit the. I said, bro, what? What is she doing that for?
I told Gloria, I said, why is she walking like Michael? Why is she walking like
Yeah.
Jason? You are not that. You are not them. What are you doing?
I'm gonna get you. Like, what? Bro, like the
Oh,
movie.
she
That's
went
it.
down the stairs to open the door. She couldn't open the door, and then she do it off to the thing. But by the end of the movie, she opens the door and just walks out. I was like, how did you just do that? I thought it was hard to open.
John, she went there.
That's
She,
good as well.
the door's not opening.
And then she's standing in front
I'm gonna
of
have
the.
to
She
watch
runs.
this shit.
She runs into a fucking desk. Right. She opens the desk. She grabs something. She goes like this. And then the mom's coming up with the knife. And then I thought she had something behind her back to do something. She didn't have shit behind her back. She fucking sprinted to the trophy case and hit her with the trophy. I was like, what did you do? What was the point of that then?
The movie was so
That's
bad,
Crazy. Crazy.
Bro, what was this
man.
shit
Oh my
on?
God. Netflix.
It's the number one movie on there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
I'll watch
I've
this
been
shit right
a
after.
single person on TikTok praising this movie. I swear I'm commenting. I'm replying to
watching
every
this
comment.
right
That,
after.
that
movie's
number,
a lot of
that
problems.
number, that number one is just off the hype of the other ones.
Yeah, it's off the
That's just
This
people
movie
watching
was
it.
so
Yeah.
bad.
No, it was
That's
terrible.
funny as fuck.
I
That's
was
funny
shocked
as fuck.
at how
Oh,
bad
that's
it
what
was.
the take. I was saying, bro, this Havoc clears this. Clears this.
Oh yeah. It's not even in question.
But that one was bad too, though. That bad.
Yeah,
Havoc had like action sequences at least that you can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there was something to
Yeah.
enjoy. This movie
Oh,
was
okay.
just 2 hours of nothing.
That's funny.
I'm just gonna kill to
That's
kill.
crazy.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
They had a Scooby Doo ass reveal. It's the principal. Like the fuck?
I would have gotten away with it too.
Yeah. If you didn't stab me in the eye with your fucking crown, tiara, like, bro.
Yeah,
that's
crazy.
I'm gonna check that out.
What'd you
People
get, Cody? A one?
Yes, they don't
Really?
care about. They only care about the winner. They never care about the detail. Dude, what the fuck are you saying?
Then the
That's good. That's good.
the cops just let the mom fucking go,
Bro.
Like we're not keeping her, questioning her more about her crazy ass fucking spouse. You're just letting her go fucking home.
This shit is crazy, man. This shit is crazy.
Oh my god!
I thought they were gonna do a
man.
tie-in with the psychopath. Well, with her mom, the Lori Granger's mom.
Anything.
I thought she was gonna come in and save her and be like, "I'm not the psycho" or something.
Yeah, like
That didn't happen. She's chilling
anything.
next door. Yeah, insane.
Her and like the whole night, like right, because there's police and shit. You telling me her mom didn't like, get a call or anything like that? Like they didn't want to alert her mom about the whole situation of
true.
prom.
That's true. No,
None of that, right? Nah, she might be the killer. We can't contact her. What the fuck?
she couldn't even get in the ambulance with the girl. Like,
Nothing.
I've never
That
seen
shit was crazy.
I've never
That
seen
was
it.
insane.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Andrea was like, they just had the most traumatic night of their fucking life.
Bro,
Let her ride in the
She said, "What is this? A taxi or some shit like that, bro?"
Yeah.
I said, "Get the fuck out of here, bro!"
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That line delivery was funny as shit. It was like,
Oh
bro,
my
what
God.
the fuck?
Like the movie was just genuinely bad. Oh
Yeah,
my
that's,
god.
that's disappointing.
Well, there you guys go. Fear Street Prom Queen. This one, I think a lot of people are with us on that one. Like the tomato meter and all that shit is pretty low. So, but let us know if you guys watched it.
Yeah,
What the fuck happened?
y'all had a good formula, and then y'all like it went from good plot, good lore and shit, like interesting to just we're just gonna throw killers at you and kill people.
And unless we're missing something, because like J Max said, we haven't seen those movies. I think it was 2021 when they came out. We haven't seen those movies since. But it's like, where's the connection besides that shit being in what is it, Shady
Same town.
Yeah,
Shady Side or some shit?
Yeah, Shady Side. That's it. That's
What,
it.
what the fuck is the like? What is the point of that? Just
I think they even
horrible
made
shit just keeps happening in that town. Like
one of the cops made a throwaway line too, like, "Oh, it's worse in here than what happened in 88 or some shit." I don't know if you guys caught that. But I was like, "Oh, was that?" I don't know. I don't know the fucking.
That was what the movie was for the next movie.
Yeah.
So shit does just happen.
That shit was so stupid, man.
Sheesh. All right. Well, there you go. Fear Street Prom Queen. Let us know if you guys enjoyed it. What you guys think about it? Where's the worst movie on Netflix? Netflix is it's on a roll right now.
That was a hard miss.
Go.
Nonos is good.
I'll speak on Nona's real quick. Nothing crazy, but I watched that one. I enjoyed that one. Like I walked away from that one thinking, like, how do I not give this a 10? But I know it's not a 10, but I just felt good watching it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Yeah.
It's not a 10, but I gave it a 10. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed it. It was a good time.
It's
Vince
a good
Vaughn did
movie.
good. Yeah, it was a good movie.
It's a good movie.
I thought it was a good concept. And then they said it was a true story, and I read that, and I was like, all right, cool. And I forgot it was a true story. And then by the end of it, they started showing the pictures of the actual restaurant and stuff like that. I was like, oh, that's cool.
That was that feel good. I was like,
Yeah.
wow, that's crazy.
That was a good. I enjoyed that one. So.
That
And
part
it's
where
probably
he,
because it was a true story. That's probably why they did good.
Oh yeah, for sure. That part where he sold his car for him, I was
Yeah.
like, bro.
I was pissed. I was like, hey, you got nothing to be mad at, Vince Vaughn, right? And then you find out about the car, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. You got hurt a little bit because that was your dad's car. I get it. Yeah.
Then getting the car back,
Yeah.
that's good.
Bro, because
That's
like,
good.
why even have the prom? Why not just cancel the fucking prom? No, I just thought about it, bro. Genuinely,
Yeah.
why you're the principal? Just cancel prom if you hate it so much. Like, but no, you just want to kill all your kids. Why are you a principal?
Well, he was a teacher. He was the teacher, not the principal. He was the teacher.
Oh, you're right. Why
Yeah,
are
he
you
was
even
the
a teacher? You hate kids. Clearly,
Because he
How
wanted his
goes.
daughter to win the prom queen. That's why.
he was killing them all.
Yeah, he didn't get a chance to finish the job before.
Like he
But
was
even then, she would have lost prom queen because even if he would have killed the girl, they would have still read her name and she would have won prom queen.
yeah.
So it's like,
It's like
all
you're
right.
supposed to rig it at that point. So why not rig it?
She
Just
did
rig
do
it,
that too,
right?
and it didn't work. It didn't work.
Oh,
She was putting
shit.
names on the fucking votes. Gloria was like, "Oh, she's trying to cheat."
Yeah.
That didn't do nothing. She
This
still
was so
won.
stupid.
Oh, you know what pissed me off too is they did the trope of the girl finally getting a little popular and like feeling good and like, nah, I'm gonna be with the cool kids this time. But they did that. She jumped ship so fast off of one stupid
yeah.
dance off
What?
that they both did horrible in.
Everything's going good to me this night, and now you just want to
Yeah.
ruin it. What?
Before that dance off, nothing was going good, and even after that dance off, nothing much changed. Besides, like, hey, good job. Like that was
Oh my
it.
God.
So I was like, you guys did that trope, but that was horrible. So crazy.
Then who
Yeah.
am I? Your mother. I had your father before, and your mother ruined it.
He's a fucking idiot, yo. He's a fucking.
Bro, no. She kicks the girl off the stairs, and they're both just staring at the girl. And it's like, oh shit, we're supposed to be killing each other, right? So she's like, oh, and then the girl's like, oh,
No, I got it. It's Mom, let me do it.
yeah.
She had a little ass knife.
He pulls it out of the closet.
Pulls it out of the
Doesn't
closet.
doesn't stab her.
Yeah. I don't know how she didn't stab her. She was not expecting you to
Bro.
do anything. So like, how did you not stab her?
My thing is, she had her the whole time before her mom showed up. She could have been killed this bitch, bro. What is she doing?
I'm gonna have
Her
to
making it
watch
out the
that.
house was crazy.
It was insane.
Like,
It's a 2-on-1, bro.
You got this bitch dead to rights. You got
Mama
a knife.
had her at the ankles and she let go. What am I watching, bro?
Nah, that shit was crazy. That shit was so bad. I had to go back and watch the first 10 minutes of the first Fear Street just to make sure I wasn't tripping back when I watched it. Because there was just no fucking way.
Yeah.
Well, there you guys go. Fear Street. Let's move into the studio quick before we get into the big boy of The Last of Us here. The studio season finale this week. Jet didn't get to watch last week, so maybe you can speak on that one too. It was like a two-parter anyway, so there you go. What'd you think about the studio?
Yes, I love it. Great season of television, hilarious on all aspects. I mean, what else did you fucking expect that they were gonna fuck up, this far? Episode 9, like you said, was fucking hilarious.
Hilarious, bro.
Him, well, he didn't, because he told him the wrong fucking information. Actually, he did it. He just misunderstood it. Yeah, he just misunderstood it. All them fucking drugs. He was like, yeah, what was it? It was like something of a gram or something.
Yeah, 2 fifths of a gram. He thought it was 2 fifths of the whole shroom. Or I don't even remember what it was, but something like that.
Because it was like it's a fifth of a gram. Just to put it in perspective, John, he was like, I'm gonna give you these drugs, and it's only like a fifth of a gram. That shit was a fifth of an ounce or something crazy. Like
yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
that shit was nuts. So he had because he was doing like, this is like an old Hollywood buffet, which means it's a table spread out of drugs at a party. So they're at the party, and he just has the table of drugs, and he's telling everybody like it's real light, like, you know what I'm saying? It's a fifth of a gram or whatever the fuck. But it was a fifth of an ounce. So everybody's taking mad fucking amounts of this shit. Just taking like 3, but taking like a fifth of a fucking ounce every time.
Dave Franco was fucking hilarious, bro. He usually does funny roles, but damn, he was hilarious in this one.
Yeah, he
was gone.
It.
He was gone. He said 2 fifths of an ounce. No, of a gram. This is an ounce, man. You guys fucked up. He was going crazy, man. That whole episode, I think that was my favorite episode of the season. 9 was crazy.
That's tough because there's good ones. But
yeah,
man. That shit was good. When him and Zoe are walking in the hallway and they think that they're good, then they get to that fucking painting and just start fucking laughing.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That episode was I loved it.
I was super hyped because the episode started and it said CinemaCon. I was like, oh shit! I was telling Jerry like I want to go there so fucking bad. I talked about it on the pod. That's crazy that they're doing this. And yeah, man, for that to be the episode of fucking Bryan Cranston, bro.
Yeah,
that is a generational actor right there. Because him in this role, I mean, obviously, because you could look at Malcolm in the Middle to him being a little more goofy, and then obviously you go to Walter White and he's fucking serious as serious could be, and then just go into this, and obviously he's been in different roles, but just those 3, just going to this, he's just so fucking goofy, and him just going across from the casino, going outside, him in the casino, this motherfucker just has a whole ass lobster just fucking drugged out of his mind. He has a fucking headband, 2 fucking dicks on his head, like he is just gone, bro. Like doesn't know what the fuck is going on, and the whole thing is that they have to get him back and get him repaired because he's the head of the studio, and they have to give a presentation or else they're gonna get sold to fucking Amazon. But everybody's fucking gone, zoinked out of their fucking minds. So it's just like a wild goose chase to get him back, and man, that shit was good. And yeah, I thought the finale was good too.
I thought the finale was good. I think episode 9 was better, but I will say the moment and Dave Franco, when he had to show up for his panel and his presentation, he got fucked up because they showed us earlier. They showed us earlier that he played some guys in cards and he cleaned them out, right? And they saw the guys, they look like mafia dudes or whatever, and they're all pissed off. And he's like, "Hey, it's them! Look, it's them!" So fast forward till they catch up to him. He shows up in his suit and is all bloody and messed up. He's like, "Oh, those guys caught me, man. They fucking beat my ass, bro." And then he goes, "Why? What happened?" He's like, "They think I cheated them with magic."
With magic.
Oh, did you? Hell yeah.
That's stupid.
So he's fucked up, all bloody. He's got to go give his presentation. They're like, nah, man, you got to go to the hospital. And he's like, I got this. Pass me the mic. So he takes the mic, bro. He goes out to the damn stage and he starts presenting his movie, which was a gangster movie too, like this gangster type of movie. And he just did it so well. He was all bloodied, so it looked like he was playing the part. He shows up. He's like, yeah, we run this bureau over here in New York, and we're the gangsters, and we're badasses and whatever. And I give you Brooklyn or whatever the movie was called. And bro, it was a hit, and everybody was cheering and shit. He comes right back. He's like, all right, I'm done. I got to go to the hospital. Take me to the hospital. But that scene was phenomenal, man. Like Dave Franco killed it in that scene. For that whole episode, I think he stole that episode for me.
Fucking Bryan Cranston coming on stage, he's still fucking zoinked. They're trying to get him to say something. This motherfucker just says movie. And then fucking Seth Rogen gets the idea. Movies. Movies. Everybody just starts chanting that shit.
That's
Just celebrating movies, man. Oh my god. Bro, this shit was good.
Yeah.
First episode to the last episode. That shit was good.
And they connected everything. Like throughout the whole season, they're showing you different parts of, he's working on this movie, and you don't think nothing of it. It's just like you think he's just working on a movie. But that all comes full circle when they have to present all of this slate at CinemaCon, and that's what they're doing. That was genius, and I love that it came full circle and it just wasn't episodic. It wasn't just, all right, this was that episode and that's it. It all made sense. So I love this season. I love this show. It was good. I'm glad Jet recommended it to us. Hopefully these guys end up watching it later on. But yeah, the studio on Apple TV, they got another hit with that one. So hell yeah. Shout out to them. Pretty cool. But yeah, let's get into the big boy here. The Last of Us season finale, episode 7. Episode 7. Cody? What'd you think?
Fresh out.
That fool looks sharp. It was
I don't want to
alright.
be
I liked it.
reminded. Honestly, don't know what to say. I was shocked so many times during this episode. Cause like, where do I start? I don't know. I'm only thinking about the ending. Like that's really what I'm thinking about only.
I mean,
I don't know.
all right, fuck it. Let's just talk on the ending real quick because I said we will talk about this later.
Cause
We talked about it in the news, right? They're gonna focus on Abby. The way that this spoilers, obviously, you guys are here. The way that it ended, it starts with Abby. I'm gonna start with that part. Abby gets up from this couch. She walks out. They're in this huge ass stadium. It's straight out
Seahawks,
the game.
really? It should be the Seahawks, right?
I think it should be
Seattle, yeah.
Yeah, Seattle. And it says day 1. She moves off screen, and this is what the news was about, right? That season 3 is going to cover Abby's side of the thing. This is where I said, I think this is good. I'm on board with this now. This whole season was Ellie's side of the story, days 1 through 3, and now they're going to do days 1 through 3 with Abby in season 3, and I think it's going to work. I think it's a good move. And then season 4, we all know is going to be the wrap up of everything, which is. I was trying to stay away from this, but this is exactly what happens in the game. We go through Abby's side of the story, and we start playing as Abby. So that's the only idea that came to mind when they decided that they were going to need a 4th season. And sure enough, that's what ended up happening. And they showed it to us. I'm glad they did show it to us at the end of this season. So I'm excited for season 3 now. I'm excited to see Abby's storyline, to see how it goes. I know a lot of people had issues with it. I myself had some issues with it. But you know what? The show, what season 2 did, fantastic. And I can't wait for season 3. So that's where I'm at with that.
I meant the scene before that scene.
No, I know. I wanted to speak on that one.
Well, just talking on that real quick. Yeah, playing that, I hated it. I fucking hated it. I couldn't believe I was doing it. I was like, man, this shit here, I gotta be this bitch. Like, I was pissed. And if I'm not mistaken, damn, I hope this doesn't spoil anything. Well, it shouldn't. But in the game, Ellie doesn't find out these things the way that the show did it, or when in the show she does. Like, she finds out the things later, right?
Damn, I don't know. Like, about the doctor?
Yeah. Like, I don't think she finds out this early. And so,
I don't remember.
And I say that to say that I'm playing as Abby, and I'm pissed about it because I don't have the context of like who she is,
Oh,
why
you're
she
right.
did what she did.
I remember now. Yeah, you're right.
So it's gonna be different because I feel like if you're watching a show
That would have
for
been
the
hard
first
to hear.
time,
That would've hit.
yeah, like you have an understanding of Abby a little bit as a character. So maybe you still hate her, right? But at least you have the reasoning of why she did what she did. When we meet this bitch in the game, this is just her name is Abby and she just killed Joel. What the fuck are we doing, Neil Druckmann? You know, at that point in time playing the game, then you're gonna make me be this bitch? Oh hell no. Shit was crazy. You know, it was crazy. But yeah, going into the show, it's gonna be interesting because, like I said, people have an understanding of Abby just a little bit now. And so it's not gonna be as harsh. And obviously they did that on purpose. We've talked about, you know, the choices that they made doing that. Really, for better or worse, I understand both arguments because on one hand, for the people that, you know, are critical thinkers and are not idiots and don't bully these actors, like it's taking away an element of storytelling that, you know, a lot of people that worked for. And that's how you told the story. And apparently these people love the game. So you're taking that away. It's like, I understand that element of it because it's not how the game did it. But again, they just felt like they had to make that decision for reasons, obviously. And I get that aspect too. So yeah, season 3 is going to be Abby's. Like I said, I'm interested to see if Cody cares about that at all because Andrea hates that fucking decision. She does not want Abby's story at fucking all. She could care less. And it'll be interesting to see if that changes because obviously we're gonna watch it, you know, clearly. So it'll be interesting to see if she ends up, you know, liking that side of the story. Because, like you, J-Mag, I appreciated it after playing it. So,
I guess for the point of Abby, I could really only say that I wouldn't say I truly hate Abby. I didn't like her when it happened for sure. And her reasoning, I still didn't like her regardless of her reasoning. But like to say I hated her was not the right word. Like I'm interested to see her perspective. I think it is a good route to go because I am interested. I'm not going to say I'm not interested because it's still two sides of a story at the end of the day. And technically both characters are doing the same thing. So if you hate one, you got to be real with yourself. They're doing the same thing. It's nothing like, so I'm okay with it. I'm interested to see. And are we going to talk about the ending now?
yeah, just real quick to that point. It is, well, you have to also factor in the aspect that we grew up with Ellie. Like we played the whole first game with her. So you're attached to her as a character. So. Yeah, go ahead. Go right to
I'll do a quick build up for you then.
What the fuck?
Because like I just want to get to it. I feel like we're just jumping, but obviously Ellie comes back after she killed the old girl. You know, the mood's weird. What's her face? Dina's hurt, and then Ellie and Jesse go off to find Tommy. Right?
Yep.
Tommy's not there. Trying to figure it out. Here on the radio, shots going off. They don't know who it is. Oh, it's got to be Tommy. So they try to take off and go.
Which, by the way, we have a mission where we actually see Tommy as the sniper, and he's
shit.
Well, that was a cool. I did enjoy that. So that was pretty cool.
So yeah, they go because obviously they're assuming it's Tommy because who else would it be? But in looking for him, guess what she sees? The Ferris wheel. Instantly, gotta go for it. And then they have that little altercation in her and Jesse. And in that moment, I was like, damn, why she talking crazy to Jesse? But I mean, I understand it. I understand. So yeah, she goes. She takes her route, and she ends up getting caught up on the island with the scars. And that.
Okay, hold on, because I'm gonna forget. You just talked about that scene with you know, Tommy and everything.
Yeah.
You agreed with her going after Abby?
No, that's why I said she was talking to him kind of crazy. Like,
that's what you
like because there's always an opportunity to get Abby, but you gonna leave Tommy to die?
That's what I was saying, and I was like, man, that's his brother, yo. Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
but then she hit that line of Tommy would want me to do this. I was like, I don't know.
Bro,
Because
like,
like
come on, bro.
she's thinking from a perspective of just like she's angry. She's not worried about the thinking logically. Logically, you go for Tommy and then you go for Abby.
Is that even
I like-
logically or just
I
fucking?
liked her reasoning though. I liked her reasoning when she told Jesse, because and we always talk about the making up. But Jesse was seeing it through his eyes, like he needs to get back to his community. He needs to get back to his people. And Ellie was like, well, you know what? I saw my people get his head smashed in. So this is my people. This is what I care about too. Yeah, you care about your people. This is my version of that. I get where she was coming from.
Yeah.
So like I
No,
like
for
her
sure,
reason.
for sure.
But like, if it was anybody else but Tommy,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Tommy was the one of the like that's the one you can't say that, man. Tommy's
I
a
was
part of that
like-
community, man.
that
Like,
that was the only thing. Like, that was his. Like, that's the last thing you have of him. Like, it's
Yeah.
really Tommy. That's his brother. So I was just like,
Yeah.
if it was anybody else, like, I could see the justification of, well, fuck him. He's part of the community. These motherfuckers didn't want to vote with me anyways.
See, but this is crazier. What if it was Dina?
I mean, her too. But
No, but like, would you think Ellie would still go for Abby?
oh,
I don't. That's tough.
see, that goes against your point of her just being like rage filled. Like that. That's enough to stop her.
Damn, that is true.
But continue.
Oh, so yeah, she's getting closer, getting closer. She gets that boat after watching them leave. She ends up on the island with the scars. When this happened, I said, "What the fuck?" Well, she's cooked. Like either Tommy saves the day out of nowhere, but Lord and behold, she was about to get strung up. She didn't know she did get strung up. She was fighting for life, and then something happened in the town. They had to leave. They said, leave her. I said, thank the heavens. My
That
girl
little
got
kid,
up.
by the way, she was like, "Hey, let
Yo.
him know I'm good."
Yeah.
that little kid said.
That little
"Ugh."
kid said, "Ugh." I said, bro, what? Like that? That boy was not playing, no emotions. So yeah, she gets Joel's blick again. She heads back out. She makes it to the Ferris wheel. She don't see Abby, but she see two other motherfuckers. And I think, damn man, because in that moment, everything she did was, I guess, right in the sense of like she wasn't gonna hurt. I truly think she wasn't gonna kill them. She just wants to know where Abby's at. She would have left, but obviously, old boy thought she wasn't serious, so she pulled the trigger through the neck, hit the other girl, grazed her through the neck, and she was bleeding. Only find out she's pregnant. I knew that because you could see it in Ellie's face after she died. Like she really she kind of feels like she fucked up. Like she feels bad because she's like after that shit she just told Jesse about how he's no better than her, and then he let a kid die, and then she just let a kid die. Like it's crazy. But after that, guess who pulls up? The boy Tommy and Jesse. The boy saved him, man. You know, because she didn't give a fuck. But you know, Jesse pulled through. We got Tommy. They make it. This is when they head back. All right, now. In my head, I'm like, they're having a conversation, and then Tommy's telling her like, you know, is this enough? What did he say? Did this satisfy? Or what did he say?
You're gonna have to, or are you gonna be able to come to terms with that? I think. is what-
And she said, I'm gonna have to. So in my head, I'm like, damn, we know she not gonna give up. So I don't know why the fuck he talking to her like that. And then so everything's cool. That nigga walks out because he realizes they got tension, so that he want them to clear it. They start having a little chat. They getting good, and then my boy Tommy going through it. What's going on? You know, we coming. We ready. It's Tommy. This nigga Jesse opened the door and got popped. Y'all see it in when y'all rewatch this, bro. I was shook. It happened so instant. I didn't know how to feel. Like he opened, boom, dead. What the, bro? I didn't know. I didn't know how to feel, man, because I did not want him to die, and I thought Tommy was dead too. But and Lord and behold, who the fuck it was.
She looked like a badass, bro. Caitlyn
Like
never looked like a
she
badass.
did.
I like the way she looked.
Bro, she looks so cold, bro. I said, oh my God, this bitch Abby followed these motherfuckers. She said, he killed them. No, I killed them, bro. And in that moment, in my head, I was like, why does Ellie seem more nervous and scared than she does, like, relieved that she finally found her? And I get in the situation, but like it seemed like she cared about Tommy all of a sudden. It kind of threw me off after not giving a fuck about Tommy. But just a little bit, not too crazy.
They answered that question in the making of.
See, there you go again.
They answered that question in the
There you
making
go
of.
again.
She was
Go
looking at Abby, and from what they were saying, they're like, she sees herself and what she was doing this entire time. She sees that now on Abby. That's what stunned her. That's what's like, oh shit, because it's the same shit. We're the same person. We're doing the same things.
That's what I was saying. Yep. Yeah. But see, and that's where that kind of makes me think, because like, are you trying to say that Ellie's gonna turn a new leaf? Because I don't want her to. But Jesse just got popped, and she pointed the gun at her. Last thing we see is hear is a gunshot. What happened?
Great cliffhanger, by the way. I was like, please end it right here. Please, just end it right here. And then I was like, no, they're coming back, and it was Abby coming back, and then the whole day
when that screen came up, I said, bro, they.
That's interesting because I knew that in my bones. That's where it was ending.
Yeah, I was hoping it was. And I mean,
because we know it's a season 3, so I knew it wasn't gonna end like end. But
felt that in my soul.
Like, bro,
I obviously playing the game, I know what happens next, but it's like, you know, I was like, ooh, that's a great place.
That's a great way to stop.
I was wondering where they were gonna stop too, but they cooked with that one.
Yeah.
The only thing that makes sense in my head is because obviously y'all know I don't. Dina had to be there. So she's
in the back, right? She's in the...
Yeah, but she could still move. Now, y'all got to speak right now because I could be just getting into some shit that I don't know about, obviously. But I feel like Dina stepped in, and Dina did, because Tommy's on the ground, Jesse's dead, Ellie ain't got no gun, Ellie ain't finna... She ain't quick draw like that. Let's slow down. It has to be Dina, but at the end of the day, I want to know, like, I do want to see Abby's perspective. So I am glad we're getting that season 3, but damn, man.
Brother, that's gonna be season 4.
What?
No, he said Abby's perspective. That's next season.
Oh, Abby. Oh, okay. I was gonna say,
scared him, man. Damn.
No, I was thinking about the continuation.
His face went pale, man. Damn.
Does season 3 end where season 2 ended?
I would assume so.
I would assume so.
It.
Wow.
Yeah. That's why
it makes sense. It makes sense. That's
I fucking guess.
It makes, because like, think about it.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, think about it. I was complaining that you could make it longer, but it makes sense because making it longer, it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah,
it fits.
It fits.
A whole season for Abby is insanity.
They did it in 3 days for Abby. They're gonna do her 3 days. It's the same shit.
And if they tried to fit it all into one season, it wouldn't look right. It would either be 14 episodes or it would be some weird, like, Abby's shit would be short, and it wouldn't, like, it would just be off. It makes sense. Because
so we gotta wait 2 seasons for this,
and that's
to get Abby's story, and then 2 more seasons to get the end of the show.
Listen, the problem is just
2 more seasons.
The problem
2 more years. Yeah.
The problem is just time, but their art is perfected. It's not like it's an issue. It's terms of quality. They're clearly giving us the right thing. It's just we have to settle for the years, man.
What you can do, Jed, is go play the game again though in the meantime if you need to get your...
Because put it like this. Genuinely, it doesn't... I say this a lot about people milking. This doesn't feel like milking at all.
No, it fits, right? It makes sense as to why they broke it up the way they're doing it. They're not milking it.
It feels like respect.
The way they want to tell the story.
Because they needed to, not because they want to.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. If it wasn't because of the years you have to wait for a season, this wouldn't be a complaint, obviously. But I'm just saying, like, come on, it makes sense. Abby gets her season just like Ellie got her season.
Abby gets her season.
Where's the let them cook though, Jed at? Like, hey, take your time, make what you want to make.
Where's that Jed? With season 2.
That was season 2.
Yeah, they cooked. We're good.
And they
now we're about to get a whole season of Abby. It's like, brother,
and it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I
have no reasons for it not to be. It's Caitlin Dever. I know what Caitlin Dever can do. People had issues with Bella Ramsey. You shouldn't have issues with Caitlin Dever, right? Bella's not going to be in season 3. From what, maybe little cameos and shit, but she should not be in season 3. So the people that are hating on Bella, there you go. You won't have her in season 3.
Okay, so walk with me, right?
All right.
Just last week, you guys were of the mindset they could tack on 3 more episodes, and they should have done that with season 1. Right?
Yeah.
So if they did that with season 1, hypothetically, season 1 is 10 episodes, season 2 is 10 episodes. If they had season 3 for 10 episodes, that bitch could have been 5 episodes. You can dedicate that to Abby. 5 episodes. Let's wrap this shit up. Instead, we're waiting 2 years, season 3, 2 years, season 4. That shit is crazy.
Are we sure on the 2 years?
I could be tripping, but let's find out. Wow.
I don't know.
Even if that's the case, even if it is 2 years, I don't know. This was like a great cliffhanger. This was a great way to end the cliffhanger. You say, all right.
The gap between these was 2 years.
Yeah, maybe they speeded it up a little bit. I don't know.
Maybe they were already shooting for season 3. They probably just 2 and 1.
No, man, Isabella Merced's in DC, bro. Schedule kind of, Ella Ramsey popping now.
That's what they don't need Isabella Merced for season 3. They need her for season 4.
I don't know, man. I'm just saying.
I get what you're saying, but it also this makes sense. So
I get it, but this is the only time where I can really say they're not milking. This is just good.
We'll see if you still feel that way.
We will.
Especially, we'll see if you feel that way later on.
Season 4 type shit.
Yeah.
Wow. Look, I've come to appreciate it. All right. I've come to appreciate it. I feel like Neil just got in his bag with the show a little bit. I mean, it was there with the game, but I don't think I was of the mindset to appreciate it in the moment. So I think this is going to give me a better look at it. The way, and then you know what? The making of just benefits it so much more to understand their mindset, to understand what they're doing, the reasons they're doing things. I didn't have that in the game. I had my thoughts in the game.
I get that. I also kind of feel like it's kind of bad in a way, because we talked to somebody we talked to Cody, who doesn't watch these week to week, and if he doesn't watch these making ofs, he's missing out on information that, don't you feel like the show should provide? Like, they're giving you whole mindsets of characters that you're not, from what Cody's saying, that he's not getting. And you have to watch that, and the director has to tell you that. And Cody's like, "Oh shit, that's crazy. That's actually,
But listen. In not my defense, but in the defense of not needing that, I already came to that conclusion. I just didn't assume that it was actually applied. Because I said before, I had brought up that I said she's acting scared and shit. I had said beforehand that when she killed the pregnant one, she realized, like, damn, like, I'm just like her. Like that, or she was having that realization right there, but I didn't apply it because I wasn't realizing it then. So someone can come to that conclusion, or I would hope majority comes to that conclusion. If they need the extra people to walk them through it, then I guess. But
I guess that's fair. Yeah, I guess that's fair. It was cool in the making of when they showed that water scene, that being in that
the
big
production crew. The
Yeah.
production crew in this shit is elite. It's top tier, bro.
Yeah, they them ones.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. That crew is amazing, and shout out to them, and keep that shit going. It's crazy.
Shout out to Bella fucking Ramsey.
Yeah,
her and that water shit, boy.
Yeah.
And they were showing them scenes of her actually getting flipped over and shit.
The cameraman was with her in the boat, flipping with her. That was crazy.
This shit was nuts.
Yeah, I think it would have been better if they did it just bouncing back and forth between Abby, like the game, Abby and Ellie. Like the episodes were split, like half the episodes for Ellie, half the episodes for Abby. And
like, let's do day 1 with Ellie, and then episode 2 is day 1 with Abby. I don't know if that would have hit the same. I feel like they've done this in other shows too, where like they cut away from a plot line and then go to another plot line. For like Walking Dead, I think they did this. They had a problem with this in Walking Dead, and it fucked up the rhythm of the show, because you're invested in what Ellie's going through, let's say, and you cut away to go somewhere else, and then by the time you come back, it's like, oh shit, okay, I forgot about that. Now we're back here.
Yeah, no, I agree. Them, like, if they're gonna do what they're doing, this is the way to do it. Like, just give Abby her whole allotted
What episode did day one
season,
start
apparently.
for Ellie?
3.
Something like that, right? Yeah.
So it took 4 episodes.
Because they killed Joel in 2. Is it 3? It's either 3 or 4.
I think it's 3.
Because if it's 4, that's even. I was gonna defend you and say they could have added Abby in this season.
Okay, but here's devil's advocate right here. If let's say Ellie took off on episode 3, it might have even been 4.
That's
Because
why
one of those
4, it's
episodes
crazy.
was a whole memoriam for Joel, right? She was mourning Joel, and then they left. So let's just say it's episode 4. They can't do that again with a 7-episode series. What is Abby doing in those? We're starting on day 1 with Abby.
Exactly.
So are they? Unless they're gonna like split those days, and it's day 1, and then episode 2 is day 1 still, like the nighttime now, whatever, half the day, whatever. So I don't know if that's gonna work the same. We had a 3-4 episode gap before we had day 1.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
Guess he's
I'm
dead.
excited. Damn.
Bro, it was so instant.
Who else is gonna die, Cody?
I hope not Tommy.
The show, I mean, HBO shows, they do it to you. They gonna kill your favorite character. I don't give a fuck.
Mine was Joel.
Oh man. Obviously, we talk about it every week. Controversial season. Very controversial season.
39% audience score. 39% audience score for season 2. 95% critics.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, people can talk about how great the second game was all they want. I mean, I was there. You were there.
Yeah.
People hated this fucking game.
Damn.
You ain't finna fool me. You're not finna rewrite history for me. People hated it. So, I don't know. I think it's a matter of time before people are singing the praises of season 2.
Yeah.
Talking about how great it was the whole time. It's only a matter of time. We'll see those tweets.
Let them wrap up season 2, 3, 4. Let them see it as a whole, and then
Let them get through this Abby season. We'll be there by the midway through Abby season. But yeah, this season in my books.
Read.
Do we miss anything in the beginning of the episode?
No.
I don't even remember how it started.
With Dina.
Oh,
getting
that,
taken to the
that fucking arrow.
Yeah, there.
He said, "Take this." I don't want it. I'm about to push this shit through your leg. I don't fucking want it. All right, here we go. Push that fucking arrow. I was like, bro.
Did you care about Jesse in the video games? I don't remember caring about Jesse in the video games. It was whatever.
In the video games, it was a little bit of whatever, but when he died, I was like, oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. But I wasn't really like, oh, that's Jesse. He's just along for the ride. But the show did a good job of developing Jesse from like I like.
Oh, they developed him crazy.
Yeah.
In here.
Yeah.
That brother had extra time.
Him wanting to go home and just be a dad and be alive for his son or baby. Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And putting the pieces together of how she was pregnant too was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, detective ass motherfucker. Yeah. But yeah.
Damn. Great season.
What do you give the season?
I think I'm at a 9.
I'm at a 9 too. That's crazy.
What's the low point for you?
I think the Joel thing, like it was good. It was fine, no issues, but like just
His
compared
death?
to the other. No, the memoriam. When they give him the dedication of the episode, she's crying into the shirt and all that stuff. But it wasn't a bad episode. It's just like, that was, I think, the weakest episode compared to the rest of them. But
They've had seven episodes. Kind of like,
yeah, they had the best episode of the whole show, though. I think, and I'm gonna ask you this right now too. Because you said that this season to you was better than last season so far. Do you still feel that way?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna rewatch it, but I think as of right now, I think season 1 to me was still better. This one had the best episode of the entire show, though. But by your logic, not trying to put you on the spot or anything, does that mean? Oh, because it doesn't. It doesn't. Because I was gonna say like part 2 of the game is which would you prefer better, part 1 or part 2 of the game?
Part 1.
Yeah. So it's interesting that the show flipped you, right? Like,
Yeah, I think a lot of that is Pedro and Bella though.
yeah,
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. The first game, like I think I'm with you, man. Like if I take away like memories, childhood memories, I mean, for sure it's one of the best games I've ever played. But to have it on a ranking, it's up there. Like, that game is flawless. From
It is.
the gameplay, the mechanics to the story, that it's fucking flawless. There's not a problem. The second one, you know, you can pick out some things. You know, some of
what
those
did you
things
rate-
still to come.
Would you rate this?
I think I'm at a 9.2. I think I agree with what you said about that one episode. There's good things in it, of course.
Yeah.
But it's all right.
I forgot to mention this too. I think it was Cody sent that TikTok of I forget what episode when they first get to the theater and they're laughing. They add the laugh track to the scene. That fit like so perfectly. And Cody mentioned this on that episode. Like he just felt that chemistry was just off, which is weird. And when he sent the TikTok of the laugh track, you know, I was like, yeah, that I get it. I get it. It makes sense. So.
What? Lights.
Hey. How hot do I look right now?
Pretty hot. Can I help? No. Why? Because I'm stupid? That's not the word I would use.
How'd you fix it?
It was a loose connection. Antenna.
I'm triangulating. Do you know how that works?
Yes. With triangles.
Where's 14?
Not 100% sure.
Okay, then guess.
If this is 7, 12's all the way over here. I guess it's somewhere in this neighborhood.
Hillcrest. Okay.
Oh, I actually bought a protractor. You did?
I don't know what that is, and I hate it.
That was hilarious. But yeah, there you guys go. A 9 from us here at LFG. What did you guys think about episode or the season finale and the whole season as a whole? What did you guys think about that? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. But yeah, any other ones? Were we good? Jed, did you ever find the one that you lost?
Yeah, it was the Brett Favre Untold on Netflix. I obviously knew going into it that Brett Favre was a piece of shit. It's just evolved here. He is a big piece of shit. Yeah, he's terrible. He's a terrible human being.
That's
horrible.
That's a
Packer legend, obviously. 3 Super Bowls, I think. Something crazy. I don't know. I think maybe I'm tripping.
I think it's one.
Oh,
I don't know. Does he? Is it one? I watched
This
this
is one.
too.
Did it? I think it's just Packers. However many Aaron
Oh,
Rodgers
maybe,
has.
Yeah.
Damn. All right, well, yeah. Super Bowl champion. He kind of crazy. I think he has the most aura of any quarterback ever.
Yeah.
And that documentary kind of like proved it.
We'll have a ranking soon, or
Like he has a whole town. Like he's such a shit person, but he has a whole town brainwashed. Like that's just how like polarizing he was as a fucking as a quarterback. And he's a lot of like older people, like Lil Wayne. Like that's his favorite player ever. Obviously, he's a Packers fan, but you know, like Brett Favre was like this guy. Like it could have been Aaron Rodgers, but it's fucking Brett Favre. But yeah, he's just a piece of shit. Objectifying women, unfaithful, money laundering, all types of crazy shit. Just a bad person. Yeah, just a little cool thing. The Untolds on Netflix are pretty good. They got some really good ones, and that was just added to the thing. So that's the documentary of the week. Been going strong. Watching one every week, but yeah, Brett Favre.
Go our Wood watches. Fuck 'em. Or what we watch is this week. Let us know what you guys are watching down in the comments below. And if you guys have seen any of the ones that we have, definitely leave your thoughts on those down below as well. But yeah, heading into final thoughts, guys. What you guys got before we head out?
6 and 6.
Nick suck dick.
Oh, dude.
Shimmer the horse, Last of Us, is confirmed alive at the music store for anybody that cares.
Yeah.
He is alive. It was also crazy, real quick. I just remembered when Ellie was with I think her name is Mel, and she accidentally shot her. And Mel was like passing into the afterlife. It's kind of crazy. Her kind of like, I guess you could say hallucinating a little bit. Talking about, is it out? Is he out? That scene, that was crazy.
That was crazy.
That was nuts. Good episode. I Let You Live.
I Let You Live.
Damn.
Crazy.
You get an answer to that till season 4. There you go.
2029.
Nah, 2027. 2027.
2
Watch.
seasons are gonna drop.
Fuck no,
in the same
that's
year.
season 3.
Come on. No, season 3 is 2026.
Hell no.
They got it. It's HBO. They'll figure it out. They got it.
Man.
All right. Another episode in the books. Let us know what you guys thought about today's episode. Any news, any movie watches, leave all those thoughts down in the comments below. While you're down there in those comments, go ahead and drop us a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. That would be much appreciated. For our audio listeners, drop us 5 stars over on anywhere you get your podcast from. That would be much appreciated as well. And to those of you that haven't subscribed to our YouTube, go ahead and head on over to our YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on that bell notification so that you guys never miss a video from us, especially if you guys are watching the pod right now and you're like, damn, I wish these guys had come back a little sooner. But yeah, what we do over there on YouTube, actually, Jet does a great job of uploading segments from the podcast that has not yet released over on YouTube. So head on over there, hit the subscribe button, and get plugged in. Well, there you guys go. In the meantime, keep it locked here at LFG. We've got you covered on anything and everything in pop culture. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Fuck Ohana.
Fuck Ohana.